Welcome back, guys, to the next session of Reditus. Let's get right into the recap so we can get started. Last episode of the Atlads had cleared out a demon encampment to discover a strange mirror in one of the tents. A dwarf had appeared to be stuck inside. Dwarf identified himself as Thoric Wildhammer, that he was a blacksmith from the mine, and he'd be tricked into entering the mirror. You'd found out that a witch had fooled him. The one that did that was a succubus that you'd already defeated. He got you to free him from the mirror and then confirmed that you were all with good intent. He explained the mirror was a prison that contained many other inhabitants. He also explained how the mirror worked using Infernal's commands. But for now, we'd not describe the words that needed to be spoken. After hearing that the lift from the deep mine was fixed, he explained the danger that was afoot if the demons were able to retrieve a third disc object that matched the two that they already had. A large portal to bring larger demons would be opened. He left to return to the surface to his home, as he'd been held there for numerous years. Following this, you guys explored the end of the tunnel that had a demon camp. The end of the tunnel past the demon camp. Reen had tracked down and retrieved, with the help of Felix and Atlas, a strange molten rock out of the lava. After some meditation and prayer, Jak was able to receive a message from his watcher and was told that the rock must go to the keepers in the west. The Atlads then ventured to a different part of the mine, following a map that Thoric had given to them. Very, very detailed, amazing map that seemed to indicate where the portal was. The Atlads found an entity that seemed to have no eyes, but yet able to detect everything around him, and a battle broke out. After careful planning to initiate a surprise attack, the entity did not last long. Jak finished him off with an arrow, and his cloak fell empty to the ground. Moving forward, you all came across a giant blacksmith that seemed to be working on the final disc. With a coordinated effort from the group, attacking him while also focusing on dismantling the device, you were victorious. All three of the discs were tossed into the lava by Atlas and Darius. The giant was dead, and the three discs that were feeding a larger portal were now disposed of. That lad's now exhausted from the battle. They prepared to try and take a rest. We'll be back to see what they do next.
Yes, that protects your flesh. This protects your insides. You wear double the armor because you're weak.
The wall, and then these weird zombies came out of the wall, and I threw grease on the ground, and then we killed them all, and then we went through the whole wall.
A way to help Atlas. You shouldn't be so hard on those that are willing to fight.
I do talk in kind of riddles sometimes, and I don't always tell the whole truth.
Who are you now? Who are you? Because I think that's something you should figure out before you get down there, don't you?
Yeah, it looks so good.
All right. Shout out to Alice / Corey for the intro, by the way.
Yep, that was all me.
All right, so you guys, the battle has been completed. We had Atlas at the very end casting some healing spells to bring some people up to health. And we had Darius, who was looking to cast his tiny hut, which takes a minute. So before we do any of that, does anybody want to do anything right now?
Yes.
Okay, what do you wish to do?
Are we? No, I'm good. Actually, never mind.
Okay, so Darius.
What's this fire serpent here?
That's Reen.
Whoa, you look so different.
She's been working out.
Is everyone okay? Everyone feeling okay?
I'm better now that I got that heal. Thank you, Atlas.
Oh, you're most welcome.
I'm feeling all right, but I feel like we should probably get out of here now that we did what we needed to do.
Ooh, I agree. Are we sure that disc thing's destroyed? Is the danger over?
Well, looks like a few of you tossed them into the lava, so...
Oh, I know, but I just watched you pull something out of the lava, and it looked pretty intact. I don't know. not a lava expert, but maybe Darius? Are you? You know a lot about a lot or little?
I know a little about a lot of things. Come on, man.
Oh,
I've said this to you
that's
many
all right.
times already. But, no, I watched. They melted into the lava.
They did.
Yeah.
Well, if Darius said it, it must be true.
That checks out. Do we want to get up above, or do we want to search the rest of the area before we try to rest?
I'd like to. I'm already like kind of sifting through anything that was remaining for any metal or anything shiny.
Okay. Anywhere specific?
Probably near like where the altar thing was.
And the demon, the fire giant, is basically where Atlas, you're standing, is where his body is. It's just not on the map.
Oh, he has a body? I thought he was like...
The blind guy you fought, he was the one that kind of decomposed and his robes fell.
Okay.
In the previous
Took his
room.
robe, right?
I don't. Nobody said they took it. No, it was just on the ground.
I thought I wrapped it around my...
Is it in your inventory?
Can check.
Just because I don't remember you taking
Is
it.
that something I would have to add to my inventory?
Well, yeah.
That is definitely a no.
Yeah. Anything you get, you want to add to your inventory.
Okay. Well, I don't
have
have
a
it.
bottomless inventory.
Well, you're only one room away. If you wish to pick it up,
Okay.
it's the way you
Yes.
came. So.
Okay.
We go into the other room and he goes, "It's mysteriously gone."
Ah.
Got him.
Doesn't check around his waist.
Okay, so as I'm gonna go through like the corpse, like on my way to the table. I'm just gonna kind of like just see if I see anything of value as I'm going through.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
Okay. $21.
You won. So you see that he's wearing very minimal kind of armor, mostly leathers, hide. And he has some tools around his belt, which look like just oversized blacksmithing tools, hammers, little picks and stuff. The only thing really of note is the huge axe that he was using to attack with that was burning. It's huge. It's about 7 foot in length. A large two-handed axe. That's the only thing really of note at his body.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna bypass that unless there's anything on it that I could like rip off and consume.
No, there's not really.
Okay, straight to the table.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything while Atlas is investigating?
I'm waiting to cast my hut.
Well, it takes 1 minute to cast, so I don't know if you want to
I know,
start
but
it.
so if he's not in it when I cast it, he can't get into it.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm just gonna scan quickly.
Okay. Jack or Felix wanting to do anything while?
Well, Felix just kind of said his piece. Like he thinks that we should retreat.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, Jack's kind of on the same page. Like maybe there still could be stuff down here.
Okay. All right. So Atlas charges forwards to the table. So on the table, it's pretty kind of broken up from the shockwave that came from Felix as you're passing it. It's kind of like broken down. You don't really see anything other than where the slots that the discs were previously in, and you kind of see these channels that were kind of dug into it that led to the circular stone, what now you know is a portal. There doesn't seem to be anything that you could take out or manipulate. It seems to be simply activated by the discs that were in it.
Okay. So if I like put my hands over them, I don't like if I touch them, I don't see any sort of effect.
Do you want to touch one?
I want to touch it.
Okay. So you reach your hand forwards and you place it onto the circular indent right in front of where the disc would be, and you feel nothing. And as you get closer to the stone empty portal, roll a perception check.
17.
17. So as you get a little bit closer, you see now a little bit more clearly there's some cages in the corner of the room. You can see kind of some bones down there, and some sort of workbench That looks pretty similar to a normal kind of crafting workbench you would see in any smithies.
This is what I see through. Sorry, where do I see this?
The northwest corner of the room, you
Okay.
see these kind of cages,
Okay.
and then you see a workbench to the far west.
Okay, so I don't see anything through the portal though.
No, the portal right now, you basically see the wall right behind it. You can see they've dug this portal kind of out of the rock. There's kind of a little chunk of rock covering the side of it, and they haven't fully uncovered it, but you can see that it must have been already embedded in the rock, and they've uncovered it from digging.
Okay. I guess.
Well, there's some cages back over here. Should we go take a quick look and make sure the area is secure?
I'll watch behind. Make sure we don't get jumped.
Is there anything in the cages?
I can't really see. I could get a little closer.
Okay, we should just be ready to run if there's any danger. I don't know how much more of a fight we can take.
Oh, I'm just scared to rest in a room that we're not familiar with.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I think we should probably retreat
Okay.
before we rest.
Darius, what do you think?
I'm coming back to the group to have this conversation.
Well, I mean, I can cast a spell that will put a protection over us. Nobody can get in it that isn't cast within the hut. So it's not like someone can jump us while we're resting. And we can actually peek out. We can come and go out of the hut as we please. So we can peek out before I dispel it. Granted, after a long rest, it'll probably only have a few seconds left, but we won't be surprised.
That
Yeah,
sounds extremely useful.
why haven't you done this before?
I just learned how to do it.
When?
You know, as we've been pushing through, as I've been tapping into my magic, I've become more and more familiar with it, and it came to me. I was able to kind of figure out the arcane workings of how to summon this.
Probably similar to how I can now summon a bunch of vines from the ground. So that adds up.
You can summon vines from the. Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, probably similar to how I can punch people really hard now.
Gosh, what can I do that's really good all of a sudden? I don't know. You guys are wonderful friends.
Well, if that spell will keep us safe, then I don't see why not. I would feel if Darius is saying it's safe, then I'll trust him.
Well, I'm sure it's safe. He just learned it out of nowhere and came to him in a dream. I'm sure he knows everything about it and all its inner workings. I would trust it with my life.
I didn't say it came to me in a dream.
Oh, he said it came to you.
Yeah, not in a dream. It
Oh,
just like
That would make a lot of sense, actually. A lot of my designs come to me in dreams all the time. Sometimes I'm just dreaming about thinking up an invention and thinking about how it would work, and then it comes to me while I'm dreaming, and then I do the whole thing in my dream, and then I have to do it again while I'm awake and try to remember everything that happened in the dream. It's really quite amazing.
I don't remember most of my dreams, and when I
There's-
do, they're kind of weird and dark and
Alright, let's talk about this in the magical tent that Darius just learned how to make that will be safe and sound.
Do your dreams work the same when you're building it though? Because like in a dream, you could like, oh, I need my hammer in my hand. Poof, it appears. And when you're not dreaming, you have to
It's-
go get your hammer.
Yeah, it's funny you
What?
say that, actually. That's exactly what led me to create the hammer that magnetically returns to my gauntlet.
so I'm gonna pull my lute out, and I'm just gonna be like,
Oh.
"You'll have
Is it like
to
the
excuse
dream?
me. I need a long rest. I have blown all my spells, so I'm not at my best." And he'll continue singing and then you start to see like the outline of a hut. It doesn't look like fancy or anything. I almost think like a basic tent almost on the inside. But you see the outline, and as I continue singing, it starts to materialize around us, and then poof, it is around us, and we have a place to sleep.
Ah, I've seen these before in the hunting parties on the islands. Most useful.
I've never seen one of these. This is wonderful.
Thanks.
You can now go check what you want, I believe.
Yeah, you can. So you can come and go now. Now that it's been cast and you were in here, you can leave and return as you please.
Oh, great. Why don't you come with us, Darius?
Yeah, that's lovely.
I'm gonna take a rest because I am very much overdue for one.
Oh, me too, actually. Ooh, I wonder if I'll dream it and wake up with new, strange abilities. What's it like to dream?
Remember when you told me you were somewhere else and you think you saw your creator?
Oh, yes. Yes,
That's kind of what dreaming is like.
Oh. This is kind of frightening.
It can be.
Well, I guess I'll rest now. If everyone's okay, I'll power down.
Okay. I think this would be a good time to get our rest in, and then we can check the cages and retreat out of here once we're all back to 100%.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna. Am I able to? So this whole peeking out of the tent thing, like no one can see me peeking out from the other side.
Well, if you stick your head,
They can, yeah.
it's opaque on both sides. You can't see in or out, but you can. It's like you can walk right through it. So you can peek your head out and see if there is someone there. They'll be able to see you, but you can then come back in and they can't get to you. But then we know someone's there and we can prepare.
Okay. All right. So I can't. All right, because I was gonna cast Alert Sentinel, but that would essentially mean I'm locked in place. So I'd just be
yeah.
floating like.
Oh,
nose
just
in
so
place.
we can see through it from the inside. It's only opaque from the outside.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
It didn't really specify what the inside was, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
if
you
could
can see everything
It's
outside. in
It's
here.
a wordy spell. Yeah, the last paragraph says it is opaque from the outside, any color you choose, but it is transparent.
Oh,
from the
yeah.
inside.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So it can look
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
we
big
can see
rock
it.
almost.
So if anybody comes, we'll see it.
Yeah, or hear
What
it.
color did you pick?
I matched it to the rock.
Nice choice.
Yeah.
Some great rock. Okay. I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna keep my view kind of locked on, so I can see to the facing the east or the west, so I can see kind of the entranceway to the left, and then the desk to the front of me, and then the cages to the right.
Okay.
Before Atlas powers down, Reen's gonna go up and lay in front of him where he's gonna power down at.
Okay. As you
No.
instruct Reen to do that, she actually goes over and sits down beside Darius.
Yeah. Just pat her on the head.
Yeah, she takes the pat. So,
Alright, I am going to power down now, and I will be activating Alert Sentinel.
Okay.
Powering down.
anybody else want to do anything before they go asleep? No? No tinkering or anything?
Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of tinker and tune up my suit as usual until get exhausted and fall asleep.
Okay. All right, so as you all kind of settle in, Reen is staying very close to Darius. You guys kind of try to make yourselves as comfortable as you can on this hard rock. But this dome that's being created by Darius, it creates a comfortable warmth. Whereas outside, it's a bit of a contrast. You have the heat just pounding off the lava, and then further into the mine, you have kind of the deep, cold surfaces. But this dome creates just a comfortable feeling, safe feeling that lets you guys kind of simmer down and drift off to sleep. Dorhan sits in a sort of crosses his legs, sits down sort of in a meditative position, puts his greatsword across his legs and kind of bows his head and starts meditating. Felix eventually kind of winds down after his tinkering and curls up and starts to fall off to sleep. Darius?
Out cold.
You're out cold. So as you drift off to sleep, you feel like you've opened your eyes and you see just blackness. You don't hear anything. And then you get the strange feeling that you're not actually looking outside of yourself. And you hear some scratching and scraping and some mumbles, and all of a sudden you see this light start shining upon you. And you see this strange monster staring at you, and it's yelling in abyssal. It's looking back and it's yelling back at something. You don't speak abyssal, right?
No.
Okay. And so now you see, again, you can understand and feel that you're not inside your body. And you see behind this creature now a lot of the other strange beings just running all over. They start coming towards you, and you see these kind of like paws just pawing. And now you see rock and dirt start to fall from around this area. And then one of them reaches out and seems to grab you and start to carry you. And as it turns, you can now see where you came from. And it's a circular shaped hole in a stone wall. And you can see it's in some sort of cave. This thing now picks up the pace and it starts running, and it enters this large cavern. Where as it moves you forward, you start to see an orange glow. And as you get closer, you see a bunch of monsters seemingly trying to build something out of rock. They're trying to smooth down rock and shape it together. And to the right, as you get closer, you see a large fire giant standing beside a robed figure that's facing away from you. As you get closer and closer, you see a strange table behind them. And you recognize this table from the room you fell asleep in. The robed figure turns around and you see he's wearing a blindfold. And he says, in common, Arak may have almost finished his, but I will indeed not let my brothers down. And as he reaches out and touches you, the blackness. Atlas, as you are in full stasis, you have exactly the same experience.
I hear the same thing.
You see and hear exactly the same thing. Yes.
Am I able to respond?
It's it's like you're not in yourself. It's like you were seeing a vision through something else.
Just out of curiosity too, so you said I see the same table. Is it this room? Because there's that circular thing too.
It is not this room.
Okay.
No. So Jak, as you drift off to sleep, you find yourself in a familiar place. You open your eyes and you see the barren landscape that you had experienced before, pure blackness everywhere. And you look up and you see the purple lightning shooting across the sky. And as it does this again, you look up and you see dozens and dozens of massive dragons just flying above you. You look down and another flash of light. You see eggs scattered all over. Looks like hundreds and hundreds of eggs as far as the eye can see. Another lightning strike happens. Less eggs. Maybe 24 eggs now. Another lightning strike. And now there's just one right in front of you. And as you look closer, it's covered with the molten rock. And as you stare at it, you see the rock starts to glow red. And now it illuminates an area behind it. You see this huge waterfall behind it, and the water's crashing down. You look up and you see a dragonborn standing, cloak over a large scar down the right-hand side of this dragonborn's face. And then all of a sudden you feel this hot breath behind you. You hear it roar, "Protect my children." And then you wake up. You all find the rest. I'll take a long rest, and you all start slowly come awake. Jak, you're kind of awake very quickly by this breathy yell that you just heard.
Jak's gonna kind of come to, and he's gonna look for where Reen's at.
Nice.
Okay, so you see Reen just cuddled up around Darius.
And Jak's gonna try to be quiet, and he's gonna call Reen over to him.
Okay. Yeah, so Reen kind of like gets herself up and does a bit of a kind of like stretch out, and then saunters over to you.
And he's gonna get up, eat, and pet her and just kind of ponder on his dream.
Okay, yeah, she takes it. She sits down. She leans into you. Yeah. Actually, roll a perception for me.
17.
17. Okay. So as you're petting her and her necklace is kind of swinging, you notice that there's cracks all around the seeker stone that's hanging around her neck.
Okay. Jak is going to swipe it, and he is going to go stand over where Felix is and wait for him to get up.
Okay. All right, everybody else slowly rousing, coming awake as the spell fades for the dome after the 8 hours, and you guys start to feel these contrasting temperatures coming from the inside of the mine, kind of a light wind coming through, and the heat of the lava. Doran stands up. So, what's the plan next?
I'm back and awake. Oh, all right. Wow, I think I had a dream.
Oh,
Any
yeah?
newfound abilities?
I don't know.
I run a scan on myself.
Okay. You do find something you didn't really notice before, like a little hatch you didn't notice before.
Where's the hatch?
It's kind of like down the bottom of your back, a little flat.
Oh, I have discovered a new hatch. I'm not quite sure what this ability will lead to, but
I
it's...
slowly approach.
Oh.
Where is this hatch?
Oh, look, it's, I feel it's right at the bottom of my back. Can you take a look?
Sure.
Oh,
Let's see.
Open it, see what's inside.
So when he turns and points to it, I'm like,
Go on.
Atlas,
Yeah?
you got a butt.
What?
I mean, I don't know if you have anatomy, but that's where our butts are.
Oh my god, I've always wanted a butt. And I have one now? Whoa, can you open it? What's inside?
I mean, I think you should
Oh.
open it. I don't feel comfortable opening it because,
Oh,
you
I
know,
don't
what's
know.
inside of ours is usually not pleasant for viewing.
I'm sure it's perfectly okay. I don't know how to open a butt, but Darius, you seem very skilled, and you know a lot about a little, and my butt's pretty little. Can you open it?
All right,
You
bend
can-
over, buddy.
You can.
And I pretend to.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
All right,
So,
I
yeah.
bend over.
Okay.
Felix is getting up and going to see. He wants to witness this. Oh, I'm very intrigued. You just developed this butt?
Apparently I don't know. It's great, isn't it? What does it look like, Felix? Is it really good looking?
Ah, it's very fascinating. All right, Darius, let's see.
Open it, Darius.
So I'm gonna inspect his rear hatch and see if I can open it. I guess.
Okay. Atlas, are you going to resist him opening your hatch, or are you going to let him?
Oh no, I'm ready for Darius's hands on my hatch.
Okay.
All right, so like I full on, and like I take my thumbs, and it's
Wait.
ah,
Will this hurt?
I don't know.
Time.
Ours are different.
I know, but
I'll be gentle. Don't worry.
I
I'll
think
go
you
nice
just
and
need to
slow.
relax.
okay. Does anyone have a drink? Okay,
Alright.
well, you just go ahead. Go ahead.
So,
Make it quick.
Take
But
my
not too
thumbs,
quick.
and I
Oh.
like gently, and I'm like, oh, I think you need a little bit of lube, buddy.
Well, it's okay. Just work it in. It'll get there.
So, as you As you move up, it's a very, very small, kind of tiny little kind of square plating that you see here. So as you move it up, it's weird because it doesn't feel like it has any hinges. It almost feels like it's blended in with the rest of the metal. But as you lift it up, inside, you see this tiny little, it almost looks identical to Atlas, but it's got kind of this little red glow around it.
What is it? What do you see?
Atlas, are you, like, if you had to choose, would you say that you're male or female?
I don't know.
Because I think you're having a baby.
What?
There's like a little you in here.
Oh my gosh. I'm having a baby. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I am not ready. I am not prepared for this.
From what I hear, nobody really is, so.
Oh my. You know what? I'm freaking out.
Alright, so I'm
What
gonna
are we
poke
gonna
it,
do?
like very, very gently, just like touch it to see. Is there any response from Atlas or baby Atlas?
So as you touch it, you can't move it. It seems to just be kind of
Do I
melded to
do
him.
anything?
You don't really feel anything. It feels like somebody's just touching the outside of your
Okay.
like your chest. It doesn't feel any different to you.
What is it? Is it doing anything in there? Is it anything?
I can't move it. It's like, I don't know if it's attached to you or if it just weighs a lot, but I can't move it with my finger.
Did you try like really getting in there and wiggling it around?
Alright, so I'm gonna like try to like push it. Just like my goal now is to make it move. Like I don't want to break it. So I just like gently start to apply more pressure to see if I can get it to go.
Okay. So yeah, you push it and no, it's not moving.
No, it isn't moving. Hey Felix, you're stronger than me.
Felix, come put your hands inside my hatch and move the thing in there.
Come look at this. Does this not look like a little tiny Atlas?
It does. That's fascinating.
Can you move it?
What? Why?
I couldn't move it. It's like stuck.
Are we supposed to take it out?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Atlas said to try and move it.
I just want to know if I'm
He gave
I'm
consent.
having a baby me. I need to know.
Well, maybe it's not ready to come out yet.
That's fair.
Well, does it look happy? Is there a smile on its face? Does it have a face? Oh my god, does it not have a face?
It looks like you. Like, does it look like this version of him or his old version?
It looks like this version of him.
Yeah, it just looks like you. Just really small. Like, smaller than my hand.
Okay. Maybe we close the hatch and we forget all of what just happened.
Maybe we should get you some
Okay.
pants.
Do I need pants?
I mean, you have a hatch now that
Does it
potentially
not
has
close?
baby you in it.
I'm so confused. Wait.
Just
this
wrap
is a
yourself with what
dream.
you took
I
off
am
that
dreaming
black guy.
still.
Still? Oh yeah, you had. I meant to ask you about that. What did you dream about?
I'm still dreaming, I think.
What did you previously dream about before this dream? It's a
Oh,
very real dream for me.
you might be in this dream. I don't know.
Well,
Are
if I'm
you real?
you, I would be in the dream. I don't know if I'm me or if you're making me up. Oh no.
This dream thing, so confusing.
While they're talking about whether or not they're in a dream or not, Jack's gonna tap on Felix's shoulder and go, "Can you look at this Seeker Stone? I think it's damaged from when Reen jumped in the lava, and I would still like to utilize it."
Darius is starting to go into like an existential crisis. So he stands up quickly. Jack, slap me.
Jack does not hesitate.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't.
He's like trying to hand it to Felix and just like mid conversation just slaps him across the face and then
Ow! Okay, this isn't a dream. Ow!
Oh, does that let you know it's not a dream?
Yeah?
Jack, slap Darius.
No! This time I
doesn't.
I don't know, I feel the same. Should we do it again?
No.
Okay. All right.
Ah.
Well, did you close my hatch?
Did it auto close or is it like stuck open?
As soon as you pulled your hand out, it just auto closed.
Okay, yeah, it closed on its own, which means it's
Okay.
working. That's good.
Great. Well, thank you for inspecting myself. That I'll remember you forever now.
I certainly won't forget this anytime soon either.
Wonderful. Well, just another notch on the big old friend pole.
Yep.
Anywho, I'm gonna wake up now because this dream is terrifying.
What was your last dream, Atlas?
Before you go into that, so Felix,
Yeah.
you've got the
Yeah,
Secret
so
Stones.
Jack sent me. So yeah, I can take a look at it. Give me like 10 minutes, and I can figure out what it does. Maybe.
Well, we know what it does. I think it's damaged. It's cracking.
Oh.
It's the Seeker Stone that I use on Reen so I can see where she goes. You literally handed it to me.
Sorry, I misunderstood what you said because we were talking about hatches and stuff. And,
Yeah, hands
And I'm
inside
like, I think
people.
he wants you to fix it.
yeah.
So you,
What happened to it?
Well, Reen jumped into the lava for that egg, and it looks like it's been damaged now. I just didn't know if you were going to be able to like fix it. I just noticed it this morning.
I can certainly try. Give me some time with it, and I'll have a look. So yeah, I mean, I'll examine it and see if I think it's something that I can fix with my abilities.
okay, roll an investigation.
$24.
Okay, awesome. So you are familiar with the device on your research from before, and you know you have used them before. But what you do know is that the magic infusions that are placed around the kind of crystal that holds everything in the center are extremely unique and intricate. And from what you're aware, only the dwarves that originally made this technology can repair it.
Do I think that Thoric Wildhammer might be able to fix it? Do I think that he might be one of those dwarves?
As far as you know, he's the only person that you've met that it might be a possibility with.
All right. So yeah, I'll say to Jack, I don't know that I have the knowledge to fix this specifically. If we can find Thoric Wildhammer, he was a pretty brilliant inventor. He might know. The runes are dwarvish in design.
Okay, I just wasn't too familiar with all this, so I guess I haven't really checked if it works still. So, but I'll check it and see if it works, and if not, if you want to hold on to it and deal with it when you can, I guess I'll let that happen.
Yeah, sure.
So-
I appreciate it.
All right. So you hand it over. Are you hanging on to it? Sorry, or Jack, are you taking it back to test it?
We can test it real quick. I do want to see if it works.
All right. Yeah, so you throw it on Reen. You take a look, and you do see still through her eyes.
Okay.
But it is still functioning.
All right. Well, I guess let's leave it on Reen, so we can still utilize it. But if we do find that dwarf, maybe he can look at it. So.
Well, if the runes are still working, Felix, I thought you had something that could fix things. Am I mistaken?
Yeah, I'm really good at fixing things, but this specific item, I don't have the knowledge to repair what's broken on it.
Okay, so out of character,
Mm.
would mending not fix it?
Not magical, not the magical enchantments that are placed around it. It'll only physically would meld the metal together,
The
but
cracks,
it would not
right?
replace
and
the
the
enchantments.
cracks in the stone. because if he can still see through it, then the magic is still working.
Mhm.
You just need to physically repair the physical damage. But I mean, Felix may not even have mending. I thought he did.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Well,
thought
you
he
don't
used it
know
already.
exactly what's wrong. He's just seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it, but I used it on the key that we found, and it made it look like it was fixed, but it didn't actually fix the key. We had to give it to Jonas to fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume it's kind of a similar situation.
Yeah, but it's not broken. It is still working. It's just physically damaged.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm just going by what the GM said, that I didn't look like I could fix it with anything I had.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Good call.
Well, I guess Atlas, do you want to go check those cages out? And then do we want to skedaddle, or do we want to go check the rest of the cave out and make sure we've killed everything that's evil?
I'm far more confident at whatever you guys want to do now.
Everybody took their long rests, I'm assuming.
I actually took mine before.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
I
please
remember.
don't go anywhere because I don't know what my stats were before.
Yeah, I'd be happy to check out the cages. Should I go do that now?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
Jack and Reen and Atlas can head on over.
yeah, I mean, I'm happy to take a look as well. We might as well stick together.
All right.
I will follow up the rear.
I'll watch the entrance. Doran
While we're
just stays where
walking,
he is.
I am gonna poke Atlas again and be like, about that dream. You gonna tell me about it or what?
Oh, yeah, of course. It was kind of weird.
And I'm gonna repeat the dream, that sequence that happened.
Okay.
As he gets like halfway into it, I start to finish it.
Wait a minute. Were you in my dream?
I mean, I don't know if I was in. Okay, so you said you saw it. GM, the guy we saw
Mhm.
that had the blindfold on, did he look the same as the guy we fought?
He looked like he was dressed the same, but he did not look like the same.
That's what I mean. Like he had the same getup, right? And he
Yep.
was blindfolded. So you saw the guy. He looked like that other guy that we killed yesterday, right? Earlier
Right,
today,
yeah.
whatever.
The one I took his cloak from.
And he like turned around and grabbed you, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it was me. I feel like I was someone else.
Well, that's what I mean. But you were seeing it like it was you, right? Because that's how it
Well-
was for me,
I was seeing it, but it was like I was someone else.
right?
I don't understand these dreams too well. I
That's what I
frankly
mean.
never have them, so...
Would we have gotten to the cages at this point?
Yeah. While you're talking, while you're moving over.
Yeah. So I was like,
So-
all right, well, we can discuss with the group after. Let's check this stuff out. But this is definitely something we should revisit.
Yeah, like how are you in my dream?
I wasn't in your dream.
Is that like a violation of privacy?
Atlas, go check the cages, buddy.
I let you in my back hatch, and I didn't even know. Anyways. Okay.
All right. So who's checking where?
I'm
Exactly.
checking the cages.
Checking the
As he goes, I was like, it was fully consensual.
You don't know the meaning.
All right. Jack and
Dream
Felix,
invader.
Darius, where are you guys checking?
I'll take a look at the table.
Okay.
Jack will go over and look with him as well, and Reen will follow Atlas.
Okay.
I kind of actually want to stay close to the group, but get as close to the stone thing as I can and kind of examine it. Take a look. Do I see anything
Okay.
special about it?
Okay. So if Felix, if you want to roll investigation with advantage, with Jack helping you, and Atlas, if you want to roll, just roll our perception.
Good night.
Perception.
Perception. Oof. Wow.
26.
All the investigation. So Felix, you kind of you start sifting through everything. This looks like general blacksmithing work. There are a few bits and pieces of metal. You see what you expect to see for anybody building any type of regular armor or any regular blacksmithing. There's a small, very plain fashioned helmet that would seem to fit on some of the demons that you fought earlier. So you can kind of ascertain that this is where they would kind of equip their demons. Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Am I rolling perception with advantage? Because
because Reen, Reen's poking around. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh no, I meant because Darius was like fumbling around in my hatch. I didn't know if I had a little boost for that.
No, that doesn't give you a boost. No.
Okay.
That would be a first.
Didn't know if I was feeling good, feeling extra perceppy, but okay.
I guess
Whatever,
Darius is
fine.
over there as well too.
I
Natural
guess
one.
I don't think you're
Natural
feeling
one.
extra percepi.
Yeah. Yeah, you're so distracted by what just happened. You kind of feel yourself kind of almost checking back there instead of focusing where you're supposed to focus on, just to kind of see if you did any damage. You see bones and stuff, but you can't really tell if there's anything further without really digging into it.
I don't really see anything here. Darius, you see anything? I don't know. Is my
Okay,
hatch open? Is it still open?
I'm
I
over
feel
here.
so vulnerable.
Are you like speaking loud or are you just mumbling?
It sounds like mumbling.
I'm speaking out loud.
Okay.
You
Because
tell
if,
I'm struggling to look.
if you're just mumbling, I'm not really paying attention to you. I'm looking at the stone portal thing.
Hey, Green, is my hatch open? Can you see it? Green.
Reen is actually following Darius
Oh, okay.
On her own free will.
on her own free will. Yeah.
That's right. Your dragon likes me.
I'm gonna kick
Sucker.
the cage.
Okay. Yeah, they kick the cage. You kind of see dust kind of like fall from the top. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. The bones just sitting in the bottom with there's like some cloth and obviously whatever clothing, whatever was in here before is kind of bundled up in there.
Okay, I'd like to scan the bones to just kind of maybe
Ascertain.
what kind of creature it was.
Okay, you'd probably have to like open the cage and get in it to reach. They're kind of in the center of the cage.
Okay, do I have to physically touch it to scan it?
Yeah, because otherwise you're just kind of doing like a general investigation. You'd have to get in, like, do a medicine check and figure out what they're made of.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
the
I'm
anatomy.
gonna get in this cage.
And Darius,
Anyone
roll her perception.
Listening.
Perception. I don't want that one. I want this one. No, I don't want that one. Pooh. It's an 8.
Okay. So as you walk over, you kind of see Atlas fumbling around by the cage, kicking it and mumbling towards it. You see this stone structure that has been in a circle is being uncovered, and you can see the parts of it looks like it's almost being repaired, like not the entirety of the structure. Looks like it was all there at one time. It looks like it's kind of been uncovered, and you can see some patchwork done in it. Other than that, you can't really see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, so based on the dream that I just had, does it look like we can destroy this in any way, like make it fall apart?
Well, not in connection to the dream, but as far as you can tell.
No, I know. I'm just saying. So, like, I saw that dream, and I saw a guy saying that he would finish the work, right? So, I want to make sure that this portal can't be used. That's basically what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, from what you can see, it looks like. Roll an investigation if you want to kind of figure it out a little bit more. Atlas, while you open the cage, it doesn't seem to be locked anymore. As you walk in, roll an investigation as you go through the bones and stuff.
Mine was 13.
13. Okay.
19.
19. Okay. So Darius, as you kind of go
Sorry,
through
mine
it.
was 16. I am proficient, and I did not add my proficiency bonus. So
Okay.
my other one was also an 11, but I'm sure that doesn't make a big difference.
No, for that one it wouldn't. This one you hit the DC anyway. So as you kind of look over the rock, now that there's no kind of magical essence circulating within inside it, it looks just like a stone structure. As I say, you can see where they've kind of like stoneworked some, patched some into it. It doesn't look like it would be any more difficult than any other piece of rock that you're trying to break. It doesn't look like there's any magical bindings or anything like that.
All right. I am going to turn and then realize that Reen has been following me. I'm going to scratch her chin.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start heading over to Felix, since he is the one that has siege capabilities. So.
Okay, so as he's moving, Felix is moving up towards the Atlas area. Atlas, as you're digging through, you kind of sift these clothing things aside, and you find a flask. It's got kind of little markings along the side of it. It's got a cork stopper on it. It's kind of shiny. A lot of dirt and grime on it, but you can tell, yeah.
Okay. Can I read the markings or?
No, it's not like an inscription or anything. It's just kind of like old wear and tear kind of thing. And as you dig further, you find one of the pockets and you put your hand in and you find an envelope in there. And this envelope, it's quite old, and it's got a seal on it with a V.
The V.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put the flask in my mouth
Okay.
and just kind of add that to my inventory.
Yeah.
Flask. And I'm gonna put the envelope in my mouth too.
Okay.
And
Envelope
I'm
with the
gonna
V seal.
try to figure out what kind of creature this was.
Okay. Yeah. So roll a medicine, and then Felix, you've now just approached Darius running over to you.
Oh, fuck. 9.
Jak is walking with Felix, by the way.
Okay. 9. It looks human in nature, and you don't see any, like, there's no meat that you can really, like, figure out how it died or anything. But there's a couple of markings on the bones, but it's definitely dwarven in origin.
Okay. And the whole skeleton's here. Nothing's missing
Nothing's missing.
that I could figure out. Okay. I'm gonna get out of this cage and I'm gonna putter over to the next one. Is there any
Okay.
bodies in the other cages?
The other ones are empty.
Oh, the other ones are empty. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna prop the head up like on just kind of nicely so it's not tipped over, and
Okay.
I'm gonna
Tumbled off.
All right.
I'm just gonna leave the cage and head back over to the group.
Okay. So yeah, Felix, as you approach Darius.
Felix,
Yeah?
see that giant stone ring behind us?
Yeah, what is it?
It's a portal. Remember when they had the stones in the thing? It was opening.
Okay.
Can you break it?
Maybe.
All right, so I'm going to tell you something, and it's weirder because I'm not the only one who experienced this. So last night, I had a dream, and
Well, that's good. Both of us know it was my dream you had, but carry on.
yeah, okay. He's a little sensitive about the dream. I don't know why. Maybe because he's probably never had them before, which is fair. Anyways, on topic.
I had my first dream, and he came into it without any permission.
I wasn't in your dream.
And
We
now-
had the same dream.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know who I was. I don't think I was myself. At least I didn't feel like myself. But I was looking through someone else's eyes, and you remember that monk guy that we fought earlier yesterday?
Yeah, the blind one, right?
Yeah. So there was another one of them, and he said that he will not fail where Eric, which I guess was his name, did, and he grabbed the whoever I was seeing through, and then it went dark. I don't know what else, but the setup was basically the same as this, but it wasn't this room. It was another room. So I'd like to get this destroyed just in case.
Yeah, I mean, I can certainly try. Let's see. And Felix will walk up to it then and kind of crack his knuckles together, and you just hear a little bit of the thunderclap as he does it, and he winds up, and I'm gonna take a swing.
Okay. Go ahead and wait. Yeah, it automatically hits roll damage.
Okay. 7 thunder damage.
7. Okay. So as this wave comes out, you see some of the rocks in front of it just shooting towards the gate. And the parts where you see that it's kind of being makeshift melded together, you see those gaps start to kind of crack and crumble and separate. It doesn't kind of blow it away, but you can see quite clearly those whoever had put it together was not a craftsman of note. And so those seams that have been melded have just been broken apart.
All right. I think one more of those should do the trick.
All right, and I'll wind up with the other arm and throw another punch.
Okay. Damage.
13.
Nice. All right, so as the wave pushes forwards, you see the one section in the bottom left corner that was kind of holding in place shoots backward just as the top right corner, another piece shoots out. You see they slam into the rocks behind. You see the top portion of this this gate just topple forwards and snap at the middle point right across the rockets in front of it, and it's now laying in 2 pieces.
Hell yeah, good job, man.
That was violent. I liked it.
What's happening? Is everybody okay? What's going on? Goran
We're
comes
fine,
charging up with
Goran.
the sword.
Go back to sleep, Gohan.
Okay, I'll go back to watching. He walks back to the
I
Okay.
appreciate him, but sometimes he's like a helicopter parent. Jeez.
Sometimes I forget that he's here.
Who?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like a perception filter.
So, did you guys find anything in your searches?
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary, just demonic armor and equipment.
Yeah, nothing here. I just found a really old note and a flask that's really old and probably has something in it that's valuable with markings on it, and that's about it. Anything you found, Darius?
I mean, I was seeing that portal that we, dreamt about, so that I was trying to see if we could destroy it, which we've done.
Have you done anything productive?
That was productive.
Oh, you're right.
Is there anything in the
Yes,
flask?
Great job.
Is there anything in that flask you found?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Did you shake it?
No, why would I just shake a flask I just found?
Because it
Yeah.
could have liquid in it. That's what
Yeah.
you use a flask for. I guess you wouldn't know that.
I could shake it if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could
check
be
it out.
something valuable like oil.
Okay.
I
Or
just start
sanguine.
shaking, like my whole body. I just start shaking my whole body.
You hear this clinking and clanging and swooshing as he jumps up and down. Everything inside him is just bashing around.
Can you take the flask out, buddy?
Sure.
I reach in and pull out the flask,
May I see it?
and I pass it to Darius.
Okay.
I want to shake it.
So you see this kind of metal flask. It's kind of like metallic. It's got dirt all over it, kind of scratches and a cork on the top.
Okay,
You shake
can
it, you hear just a little swish. Sounds like there's a little bit of liquid in it.
So I want to. Are you guys good if I open this?
I mean, depends what's in it.
Well, I want to smell it. But
Could be a genie.
that's what I mean. I could also be uncorking and letting something out. I don't.
That'd be good. We could make some wishes.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
useful.
As soon as he says we can make some wishes, Darius pulls the cork right out.
Okay. You pull the cork, and nothing happens.
All right, so I want to smell it.
Okay. You smell it, and you don't. There's no odor from it.
No, can I look in and see anything?
You look in, and you see liquid.
Just liquid. Anybody have a glass or something I can pour into some type of container?
Is it really pressing to find out what's in a flask?
Yes.
Maybe we could get to
It
the
might make
surface.
you ease up a little bit.
I'm gonna go over and try to take a smell of the liquid and see if
Scan
I.
it.
Yeah. With my sniffing sensor.
Yeah, I'll actually hold it out for him too. I'll be like, "Can you find anything from this? Like, can you make an analysis of what's in here?
Do I recognize any smells, ingredients from any of my like medical background or
So no, it's odorless.
odorless?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I can't. Okay. Can I determine color?
Not in the dark. It's just everything's grayscale.
Right. Or in the dark.
All right, well, I'll just cork it and put it away. We'll figure it out later.
But I want to know what's in it.
Drink it.
Well, speaking
well,
of things that you might want, don't you think we could sell that giant hammer over there for good money?
Oh, great idea.
I do agree with you, but where? Currently, we haven't found anyone that buys or sells other than the machines that were up in the town.
Well, eventually, I know we want to get to Centaurium,
That's fair.
so
I accept this. And I go over. I attempt to lift it up.
Okay. So as you go over,
I'll go over and help him.
okay, sure. So as you go to pick it up, Darius, if you want to roll an investigation with advantage, because Atlas is over there helping you.
Remember, lift
natural
with your legs. Lift with your knees.
Did you hear me?
Oh, sorry. What was it?
Nat 20.
Ooh. All right. So as you look at this thing, you go to pick it up. You can see it closer now, and it looks like this axe wasn't originally built in this shape. It looks like there was additions added onto it. And it looks like with some work, it could be worked into something usable, either a two-handed axe or possibly even down to a one-handed, with the right blacksmith working on it.
So I noticed that, and I yell out, Felix! Got something you might like.
Okay, what is it?
And I like try to bring it over to him.
Use your knees. Use your knees. Oh my gosh. You're gonna
So
have
yeah,
to set up a sciatica profile.
So as you're bringing it, as Felix kind of comes over, you point out the kind of these segments where Felix, you can see where it kind of started. There's a wooden shaft the whole way down. You can actually see where these connections have been made to make the shaft longer and stronger, and also the metal pieces have been started at, you can see, looking at it, like almost like a singular axe, but then built and molded on top of it in sections to make it as ginormous as it is. So you know, with some time, you'd be able to work this down into either a two-handed or one-handed usable axe.
Okay.
What do you think? I can throw it in the bag.
You think you could fit this in the bag as it is?
It's a pretty neat little device.
Can the bag open wide enough to fit this?
I mean, unless it's like gargantuan, it should be able to.
So you could, if you put the head of it in first,
Yeah.
like you're
So
moving a
that's basically
couch
what I was
into
gonna
your
do.
bedroom, if you angle the head of the axe, you could pivot it down, and then you could get the shaft in.
Can
My
you
God.
lift it for me so the axe part is off the ground, Felix?
Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna grip the shaft with both hands.
Okay. Expertly done.
So once he lifts it off the ground, I'm basically just gonna take the sack and slowly ease it over.
Okay. Okay. So roll a dexterity check. And Felix, you want to roll a strength check as you try to slowly kind of pivot this giant axe in.
Okay. Okay. I'll add 4 to that, so it's 8.
8. Okay.
But it's still not good.
Well, I rolled a 16 plus I have 3, and so sorry, I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let me just do this, and this will answer my question for me.
Just add your dexterity modifier.
So 3 plus, okay, so yeah. So my dexterity modifier is 3.
So 17.
Okay, but what's the plus? Oh, the plus 1 is my thingy. Anything I'm not proficient in. So yeah. So
Okay.
16 plus 3 plus 1, so 20.
Okay, 20. Okay. So as Felix is trying to push it up, and you're trying to slowly pivot this in, Felix kind of loses grasp and kind of starts to drop it, but you're kind of nimble enough to reposition yourself. And luckily, the head of the axe gets absorbed kind of into the bag before it totally tips over, and the rest of it you can shimmy in. So
Just like
safely
it's
into
like
the
a
bag.
snake.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
so it's in. You're gonna have to take it out. Either that, or we dump the entire contents of the bag.
Yeah, I think I can pull it out.
You know, I probably
Both
could have lifted that pretty easily for both of you.
I don't know what to call this, so I'm calling it a modular axe.
Just put in Axe of Burning, just so that you can reference it and I'll know what it is.
All right. Okay. All right, so that's in there. Good call, Jak. Although we may actually be able to use this in the future, so it might actually be even better. Did you read the? You said you found the flask in a letter, right, Atlas?
Uh-huh.
Did you read the letter?
Nope. It wasn't addressed to me, and I respect people's privacy.
You know, like that whole confidentiality thing goes out the window when a person dies, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, hold on a second. Let's read this thing.
Well, I don't know that that's true. I mean, on my island, it's still a federal offense to open somebody's mail.
Oh. Well, maybe we shouldn't then. I don't want to.
Listen, I won't
don't
tell
wanna
anyone
tell-
if you guys won't tell anyone. I don't think we have to worry about that. We have
Aren't we
also
here
opened
with
many
the
letters
tutorial
already
guide?
that have not been addressed to us. I want to point that out.
Well, I mean, have we though? Because I think it was addressed to Tinkerspark, the last one, and I don't want to cause a federal offense.
You're okay,
Or
fine. Give me
have
the letter. I'll
anyone.
do it.
What's stopping Dorhan from trying to arrest us?
Oh my
his
gosh,
whole
where's
purpose.
Goron? Is he okay?
He's fine. He just came and yelled at us when we destroyed the
right.
portal.
He's on guard duty.
Right.
Speaking of, should we walk and talk, or should we spend more time down in this?
Yeah, we can start
area?
walking while I'm trying to convince Atlas to give me the letter, and I'll do the federal offense.
Oh, yeah, I kind of feel bad for Dorhan sometimes. We're out adventuring, and he's stuck on guard duty.
And all he wants to do is see his wife and go home.
And child.
And we're stopping that. If
Mm-hmm.
you think about it.
Yeah, well. I mean, I've told him he could go home several times. He's the one that said he has to stay and complete his mission.
So you guys are all moving forwards?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the letter out.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you handing it to Darius? Or are you just holding it, or?
No, I'm gonna open it.
Okay. So as you pick it out, you can see the V seal on it, and you see on the other side it says Lord Banth. So it's addressed to a Lord Banth on the one side.
Does anyone here know a Lord Banff?
I might
Alright.
have thrown my backstory again, but I don't think so.
All right. So yeah, you can open it, and it opens
Okay.
quite easily.
Darius, you sure you don't know a Lord Banff? Is he not part of your family? You know how you always tell the truth? Darius? Darius.
So you guys
Would
are
I
moving
recognize
forwards
the
as
name?
talking? Is everybody moving forwards?
Yeah.
All right. Goron's kind of just standing there, greatsword kind of just by his side, plunked into the ground. Are we finally ready to leave?
I don't know. Have we explored every nook and cranny? Let me check my map.
We haven't checked underneath that lava yet. We should
Yeah, I was thinking actually, Dorhan, now that we've explored the whole mine, we could start expanding the mine and digging further.
We could. Oh, wow. That's a great idea. We could build a whole new mine.
I'm sure if you won the tournament, you'd have plenty of funds for the mining expedition.
Oh, but that's
You know, you can
not
hire
me.
people to come and do the work for you. Keep your hands clean.
Dorhan, out of curiosity, like, would they have written us off as dead, or are they waiting for us?
Well, for only a week. I don't even know if we were due back at this stage. We had still people to pick up for the tournament, so I don't know the exact date, and we've been here a week, so.
All right.
I'll just say it feels like only mere moments, but so much fun we've been having.
With Atlas's memory restored, would he not know exactly how long we've been since the boat crashed?
Not exactly. He doesn't have like keen mind feet or anything, so
Yeah, but as an automaton, would he not have like?
he's not a supercomputer.
I
He's
mean,
not like
you've let him do so many other things.
I am super.
things are just renamed. He hasn't really used too much outside of what is actually a thing. But you guys know, I mean, from gel and intelligence between Felix and Atlas, you guys know you've been here pretty much a week. Like
Okay.
your both intellects are super high.
Mhm.
Or just keeping track of days.
Well, you've been in
Right,
that mine a lot.
Looking at this map, are we gonna take a look at the sanguine area before we leave? That's kind of what we came down here for, isn't it?
I thought Felix checked that already.
No, we didn't get quite to the end, I guess.
Oh right, there's the thing behind the wall that I wanted to go to, and you guys wanted to come here, which is fair. We stopped a thing, which was good.
And this is really cool. Just going through my stuff, I forgot I had this other map. So once we're done in this mine, there's actually 3 other mines on this island that we could go explore.
Oh my gosh.
Well, oh man.
I think.
I
think
thought
once
we were
we're
down
done
here
here-
to kill all the demons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to retrieve sanguine
Yes.
so that we could.
There was kind of 2 purposes to come down. The first purpose was revenge for
Yeah.
Minikin.
Well, we
Well,
didn't know
the
he was
first
dead
purpose
when we
was
came down.
sanguine until we discovered
Well,
it.
you followed. Remember when I forgot you followed the footsteps down here?
So, but we still need to secure the entire lower level. We've only gone to 2 areas, and I'm pretty sure there's 2 more areas, which makes 4 areas.
What?
And we've only
there
explored 2.
Wait a
is-
second. What are you? Why are you talking about securing areas? Are you actually going to build this into a functioning mine again?
No, I think we just want to make sure that all the demons are dead, Dorhan. That's all.
Well, we
Dorhan,
didn't-
are you on guard right now?
I thought we were walking together as a group.
I guess yeah. We are still like we didn't stop, right? We are still walking.
Actually, if we look at Thoric's map, we didn't go to the Watery Palace yet.
That's what I'm looking at. We haven't discovered the ore area or the
It's-
spidey thingies
Yeah, that's a
or.
watery place, not a watery
Oh.
palace.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry. I got confused because just usually the Dwarvish runes, the way that they.
I get it. I understand. No worries.
I'd like to go see the weird mud. That
Well,
sounds wonderful.
Yeah, and I mean that's on the way to the Sanguine anyway, so we might as well head that way.
Perfect.
Well, what about we're closer to the Watery Palace, so why don't we just go there?
Ooh, watery palace sounds absolutely exhilarating.
Well, because I'd rather continue with our purpose than sightseeing.
So would I.
I feel
Let's
like this
go.
whole trip's been sightseeing.
We
So we might as
killed
well
a
just-
giant dwarf.
We did, and we looked
I
great doing
killed
it.
a giant dwarf.
Okay, you
Yeah,
didn't
but
do it
Yeah,
alone.
He looked great
jackass.
doing it.
I mean, we already did what we set out to do. Do you really want to know that you left without seeing the Watery Palace?
Okay,
Not
again,
me.
watery
At
place.
this point,
Second of all, we can always come back. I
feel
want to
like
see if we can find
always come
Sanguine.
back.
That's what they all say. They all say that they'll come back, and they never do. Like my father said he'd be back, and
Did he go get milk?
no, he went to go get oil.
Yeah,
Never
fair enough.
was-
Well,
I'm
if
just
we're gonna
kidding.
go get Sanguine, the guy said the weird mud was. Didn't he say it was harmful?
I think
And we're
he
gonna
just
have
knew
to
it was
go.
weird.
We were already near that room, right? That's where you built your armor, and we'd have to tear down a wall. So it just.
I
Maybe I
mean,
can punch
Felix,
a hole in the wall.
yeah, Felix took that stone portal down. I don't think a wooden wall is going to be trouble for him.
Okay.
Felix,
so-
you're amazing.
Also, you have a fire-breathing dragon.
or weird mud.
All in favor for weird mud?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm good for weird mud.
So DM
Mhm.
or Luke, either of you can answer this question. What color is Reen?
Red and black.
Currently, she's like red and blue. When he
So she's
resummoned her,
chromatic, not metallic.
Yeah, whenever he resummoned her, he can choose what element he resummons.
Oh no, I
her
know,
as.
I know. But that's why I'm verifying that she's chromatic and not metallic.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
no, it's just
That'll
metallic.
lead to some questions later.
Right. Darius is talking to himself again.
I was thinking those weren't
Wait,
loud thoughts. Are you
wait.
psychic?
Why? I thought we came down here. I'd agreed that we come down and we kill these demons for for revenge for Minikin. Why are we wasting more time and going to different areas?
For
What is the goal here?
sanguine. Doron, that was part of the plan. Remember
We
to try
still
and
need to check the
reactivate our
whole-
crystals?
We still got to check the whole bottom floor in case there's more demons.
Correct.
But we just go up the lift, we pull the thing out, and they can't get up, just
Yeah,
like Minikin
I'm
had
with
So
it.
you.
you
on
don't
that.
do your job to the fullest. That's what I just got from
That
this.
would still, it would do the
I just
same
gra-
thing.
I just grabbed Dorhan's hand and kind of lead him away.
Okay.
Doran,
Yes,
you're doing a great job.
thank you.
You kept us safe. You've made sure every entrance and exit was fully observed at all times.
I appreciate the acknowledgement. I don't get a lot of that.
And you know what? I'm sure your wife and kid are absolutely excited to see you get home.
Darius like pulls.
Wow, I've never met my child, but I'm sure my wife
well,
does
I'm sure your
miss
wife
me.
has told him wondrous stories about how you watch doorways and exits and entranceways so vigorously.
Hmm.
Anyways, so how about this? We just one more little exit, one more little entranceway, just for old time's sake. Can we get some sanguine? Maybe check out some weird mud. Have a
Yeah, I
little
mean-
fun.
Doesn't it sound kind of intriguing, Dorhan? I mean, I wonder what makes it so weird.
I don't
Mhm.
think intrigue is something that fuels him, Felix. Not everybody's as curious as you.
I'm like leading him down towards the sanguine hallway while we're doing this.
All right,
He's gonna
so
notice you passing the lift.
I'm also really curious if we might run into somebody else who has another map that has even more pathways.
Oh my god. Okay,
Or more
hold on. Let's
minds.
not all get our hopes up, people, okay? Let's
Yeah,
just see if we
I
can
to be
find
honest, I am
something.
kind of good with. We go, get the sanguine and get out of here, and then deactivate the lift. If we want to come back at another time, we'll figure that out.
Alright.
We could
Okay,
just
but
leave the key with Jonas. And
I would
then-
like to at least
be it.
see the Watery Palace before we leave.
Place.
Alright, well, how about this, Felix? You pop over to the Watery Palace while we get the sanguine, and then we'll meet up at base camp.
Didn't he say the weird mud hurt people? Like hurt him?
Maybe it hurt him because he didn't get to see it for very long.
Since when are you
You-
concerned? You literally almost dove into lava, and you're scared of weird mud?
Yeah. That's
Well, we
true.
don't. To be fair, we don't know what's weird about it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can investigate. If the mud suddenly comes to life, we leave. Without sanguine. And then I
Well,
don't know
he-
where we go from there.
He
Or
already
we
told us
say
it's going to come to life. Do you think it's a castle at the palace?
It's
Or-
not a, it's a
What?
place. It's literally a place. I hate all of you sometimes.
I don't think I've ever seen a palace before, but
It's not
I've definitely not seen
Atlads.
weird mud. So,
Correct
Are we
your
changing our
program
vote?
in your head. Rewrite that storage. Place. PLACE.
oh, well, where's the palace everyone's talking
There is
about?
no palace. They're just Felix misread it, and Jack is
Wait,
as bright as a dead light bulb.
Well, if you look at the way that the Dwarven alphabet works, I mean, you can understand the confusion. It's
I'm not saying it like it was a mistake. I get why you made the mistake.
what's a light bulb?
Okay, so if I don't want to leave you all alone, I don't. But if
Oh,
I
we
could
want you to
please
leave me here.
just make me understand. What is the objective? What do we need the sanguine for? What is the? You said that we're doing all this for the sanguine. What do we need it for?
Either our keys, because you said it may be able to reactivate our keys. If you forgot, our keys are deactivated right now.
I didn't say sanguine could reactivate keys.
I
No,
said
I
that.
think
I
that-
suggested that, and you said, "I
Oh.
don't know. It could happen."
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like me. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, we could also use the sanguine to get into Vimoria's whatever, which was
Right.
something else people wanted to do.
Okay.
Felix, can you roll an intelligence check for me?
Everyone seems to be really, really wanting sanguine, so if we have access to some, I think that would be a wonderful thing to carry around with us. I know our charming personalities get us through most of the situations, but a little sanguine wouldn't hurt.
Oh,
18.
18. Okay. So you recollect that sanguine wasn't the only way to enter the mansion.
You need an invite. I knew that too. But we don't have an invite, nor do we know where to get one, and nobody seems to know where to get one. But then again, if Atlas read that letter, that could be an invite.
All right, well, let's, I guess, are we going to the palace or are we going to the mud?
I think we're going to the mud.
We're going to the mud. All right, well, lead the way because I don't have the map that you're talking about.
Let's
Well,
just
just head back to the lift, and then remember where Felix was working on, he went all emo?
Oh,
don't
yes.
forget that it's not just mud, it's weird mud.
Yeah.
What makes it so weird?
Doran
We're gonna
starts.
find out. Oh, I'm so excited, Felix. What do you think makes it so weird? I bet it's its shape and smell. I wonder if it smells like water or something else, liquid and viscous.
Also, who suggested that we leave the key with Jonas? That's a bad idea. They'll just kill her and take it. We take the key with us.
Who would kill Jonas?
Anyone? Who knows?
Anyone could kill us and take the key.
Yeah, but at least then it's us. I don't want to be responsible for another person's death because we left them with something important.
I think Jonas had survived this long. I'm sure she could survive a little bit longer.
Yeah, but she didn't have the key. Now she'd have the key.
Who's gonna know that she has the key?
I don't know. Those guys came up and killed Munikin. We didn't even know they existed. I just don't want to take
Because
the risk.
we had the key and we were bad with the key. We left it out.
Right,
That's on
but
us.
if we deactivate the thing, take the key and put it in the bag of holding, it's safe there. We don't have to worry about anything. Jonas said she doesn't want to go in the mine anyways.
She wouldn't. She would just have a key.
But why? We're still walking, by the way. So,
Mhm.
DM, you can make up your mind whenever.
We're walking towards the weird mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're now just kind of walking through where you fought robed guy. The blind
Ah,
guy.
yes, this place. Good memories.
Oh, this is
where we fought him?
Yeah.
Oh, right. We're walking out. Okay. If I don't have the cape already, I'm picking it up now.
Okay, you pick up a set of robes.
Wicked. And I remember what I did actually pick up was his blindfold, and I tied it around my neck.
Ah, that's what it was.
Thanks.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
what am I writing this down? Robes.
Just write
super
tattered.
strength,
Just write tattered robes. I'll know what it is.
Tattered
robes.
robes.
Tattered
of
robes.
Amazing tatteredness.
Tattered robes of -8 strength.
Tattered robes from Iraq, I think his name was.
Oh,
A-R-A-K.
Iraqi robes.
Yeah, that's why I knew I had to correct it as soon as it.
All right, so you guys continuing to walk through. You have pocketed the robes.
Yes.
Hey, rain changed colors.
I'm actually can I makeshift tie them like a cape?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna do
Atlas, you
that.
know those are supposed to go over your eyes, right?
Yeah, I mean, you should put those robes on so then your butt is covered.
Like, well, they'll fall down past my butt, right?
The cape?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd have to
I
kind
mean,
of
it's
like
gonna either way.
tie it up, roll it up, kind of thing.
Okay. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So I got the blindfold around my neck, and I'm wearing the robes like a cape.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so you guys now have now come to. Oh my god. Hold on.
Epic.
So you continue to walk down. It does take a little bit to get through. Back down to the intersection.
I knew,
So you're traipsing through again. Totally dark hall. No lighting in this area.
I'm gonna be walking at the back of the pack,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna like read the letter, kind of like just in the background.
Okay. So you guys while you're reading that. Anybody doing anything while you guys are making your way to the lift? It takes a good about 15 minutes to reach the lift area.
As we're walking on like spare parchment, I'm showing Darius. I'm like, you see like the dwarvish room for place, and then if you move it like this, right, and if this line here is not quite drawn properly, you can understand why it would look like palace, because if you draw it like this, so you can see why I made the mistake. And he kind of scribbled the drawings when he made this map, so it was a little misleading, and there's kind of
Darius
a bit of a glitch here too.
So as you guys enter the lift area, Doran kind of stops because he doesn't have the map.
Which way to the weird mud?
It's through over here, right? Let me just pull up my map. I do have it. Yeah, through here.
Okay.
Doran starts moving. Felix, you're gonna roll a perception for me. Actually, all of you roll a perception.
17.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 plus
15.
3 plus 3.
Okay.
14.
So
Okay.
22.
Okay. Okay, so you all see, as you're turning the corner eye, you can see that the lift is not there.
Okay, well I wouldn't even have continued if I had noticed that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't move you guys any further.
Yeah. Guys,
Yes?
we might have a problem, and I point at the lift.
Huh.
Doran notices it. Yeah, Doran starts running over now.
Oh, we shouldn't have wasted so much time.
There's a perfectly good reason for this, Doran.
Which is?
I don't know what that is. I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason.
Well, can't we just hit the switch and bring it back down?
Well, yeah, but what went up, and where did they go?
Oh, it was Thoric. He went up.
Oh, right.
Remember?
I'll hit the switch.
Doran goes over and hits the switch. And nothing happens.
Well, we're screwed.
Darius, you
well-
rolled what? Did you roll in your perception? Sorry.
Yeah, I rolled a 22.
Okay, I'll get to you in a second.
Okay.
Well, I can climb up top and see what's going on.
Let's just one thing at a time. This situation is not going to change, and you going up top could end up being more dangerous. So let's just go check out what we wanted to check out, and then we can come back and deal with this.
Well, I can climb up top, and then if something bad happens, I'll jump back down.
What if they follow you?
Well, then you guys are all here.
Yeah, what if they're fighting you on your way down? What if they kill you on the way down?
I mean, it would be pretty epic if we were fighting while falling down.
It would be
Ooh.
cool, but you would hit the ground splat.
Well, no.
Yeah, I don't think I could fix that. But we can try. Maybe that's a new ability I learned while I was sleeping.
If you
Oh,
recall,
maybe
he
my butt
was
can
able
fix
to
you.
slow down our fall as we descended and
Okay.
safely land.
Before we get off track, I'm gonna go look at the weird mud.
So I don't know. I'm only basing this off basically any video game that's had slow fall. Does it maintain itself if you take damage?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to basically hit a surface.
I'm heading
What if
down the
they
hallway.
dispel it?
Okay.
You don't know what you
So
can
while
run
this
into
convers-
up there.
While this is happening, sorry, go ahead, Felix.
I was gonna say, if they dispel it, I'll just do it again.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. And also, I mean, consider that lift took 5 minutes. The lift with a machine mechanism. We're gonna be here all day waiting for you to climb up there.
No, it's not gonna take that long.
So as you're having the discussion, Darius, you see out of the corner of your eye to the northeast, you see like two little orange dots, reflective dots in the corner
So like up here or
over here.
okay. Do I still have that?
I don't think climbing. How many feet did Atlas say it was 600 and something feet? How long would that even take to climb up?
You just hear me like down the hallway.
Too many.
Oh, if I ran, it would only take me a couple minutes.
I'm
Ran
gonna
up the
cast
wall.
message,
That's impressive.
and I'm gonna whisper to Felix. Basically, I don't know how far away you are from me, but I'm gonna cover my mouth, and I'm just gonna be like, Felix, to the northeast, there's some glowing orange dots near that stone. I don't know what they are. You can respond to this message.
Respond to this message after the beep.
Beep.
So you guys, have, I'm assuming, have moved over to the lift by now.
I don't. Why are you whispering this to me?
Because I don't know what it is. What if it's something that's watching us? I don't want it to know that I see it.
You see the eyes a little bit closer now. Ping in here. You see the 2 orange. Now you can tell just based on positioning where they are 2 eyes coming closer.
Yeah, I want to look what he's trying to point out. Would that make out what it is? What do I see?
Yeah. So as it gets closer now, you can see these 2 orange dots are kind of like, looks like almost like swimming through the air, and then they come and land on top of a rock that is about 8 foot high, and you can now see that it's a brown owl just watching you all.
Oh wow, it's an owl. That's so cute.
And as it lands and it's staring, you guys hear chink. You hear the lift start to go into motion.
What? Dorhan, was that you?
No, I tried the lever, it didn't work, but now the chains are moving.
Do I hear that from like partway down the hall?
You would only be about 30. Roll a perception. Your passive perception, you would hear it. Yes, you're only about 30 feet down the hall. Yeah, you would hear the.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I was
It's all,
trying
it's all
to
good.
close the spell.
Well,
Yes,
maybe
vicious
someone's...
mockery on an owl.
Yeah.
Okay, I will pop, like, kind of start heading back.
Okay.
Pop my head out, like.
Oh, great. You got it working again. So let's go check out the weird wood and then we'll go back up the lift. Everyone sound great? Oh my god, what is that on the rock?
That's an owl. Hey, Mr. Owl.
Oh.
Do I know what owls are?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Jack is going to attempt to use his animal handling, and he's going to hold his arm out to the owl, and he's going to call for it to see if it'll come to him.
Okay. It kind of looks at you and tilts its head a little bit, and it flies. It doesn't land on your arm, but it flies over to the rock a little bit closer to you.
And then Jack's going to see if it's got anything on it, like if it's got like a message tied to it.
Oh, you're gonna try and touch it?
He wants to see if it's got like a message on it. He's trying to get it to him.
Yeah, no, I get it.
How big is it?
So it's a small owl. It's only like about a foot.
So it's like an owl
in height.
size. It's not like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Jack is going to bait it with some food, and he's going to try to see how close he can get.
Okay. So you wave the foot out, and the owl just kind of stays there. Doesn't seem
I'm
too
gonna
interested in the
mimic
food.
what Jack did to try to get the owl to land on my arm with my animal handling.
Okay. Both of you can roll animal handling checks.
I'm gonna cast
Yay!
guidance on
Guidance. Yeah.
You want to cast guidance on Jack too?
myself. No. Can I do it on 2 people? No, it's only one.
No,
right?
no.
Oh, I'm really curious to see what the owl does here. They say owls are very wise.
18 on the die for Jack.
Okay.
Or 18 in total, sorry. 13 on the die plus 5.
1d4. So 21.
Bruh.
Bruh.
So the owl just stays stationary. It doesn't
You
come to
piece
the
of
meat.
shit owl.
The arm.
All right, Jack is going to approach it and be not like talk to it gentle. Hey guy, it's okay. And he's going to like look at its legs to see if it's got anything strapped on him. And then
Okay.
if nothing, he is going to attempt to pet the owl.
Okay. So as soon as you go downward to reach down to touch the owl, disappears. And the lift still continuing
Jack,
down.
what'd you do?
Or into like magical disappearing? Or...
Yeah. Was there any like any trace of magic, or it just like blipped out of existence, like with no sign?
Roll an Arcana All of you.
Ooh, okay. Fuck
Hell
off.
yeah.
Wait, was that my roll?
8.
Oh me.
That was
Natural one.
Oh, hey, I rolled an 8, but I get a +0.
That was.
And I'm still have guidance on me, right?
You only. Well, no.
Oh.
It's only for one roll, and then you
Right,
got to
right,
reapply.
okay.
No, I thought it stayed on.
No, it's a one. It's your next roll or whatever. You can keep recasting, but it has to be reapplied each time.
Oh,
Okay.
It exists for 1 minute, and you have to use it up before 1 minute expires.
Okay.
Rolled
oh
one.
yeah, once before the spell ends.
All right, so just 17 then.
Okay. So I'm sorry. What did the 2 dice rollers get?
8.
8.
1.
1. Okay. That's so funny. The bard does the school of lore and stuff. And he's what? No idea what that is. So Atlas, yeah, you do kind of understand that the transition of the owl disappearing is magical in nature. It's didn't just blip out into non-existence. It was disappearing in a magical nature.
Wow, that was really interesting form of magic. Just disappeared, like, magically.
Was it magic? You sure it wasn't a ghost? Or like, I'm not
No,
like
no.
tripping out on something that I ate, right?
Maybe it could reappear and disappear like Reen can. So maybe we'll see.
Well,
it
if
again.
that's the case, then who just made it disappear and reappear?
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's the person coming down the... Oh, I don't know that.
Well, you can see the chains moving now that you're in the room and stuff. Like it's
Yeah, but
quite clear.
I don't know that they started doing that themselves. I am honestly under the assumption that they activated the
fixed it.
lift.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we also don't know if someone is coming down either way.
well, someone asked Dorhan if that was him, and he said it wasn't.
That was me.
Yeah,
But he also did flip the switch, right? So
But he did
maybe,
say it
maybe
wasn't
Mr.
him.
Owl did something.
So how did you guys get the lift working?
It kind of just started working.
Interesting.
Hey Felix, why don't you go climb up and see who's on the lift?
Well, I don't know that I want to waste that to climb up now. We can just wait for the lift. It's going to use a lot of my magical energy for the day to do that.
Oh, you're just.
Can I see the lift? Or from like, can we see the lift yet?
It's still no, it's still too far. But probably about say 2 minutes in, so it's still a couple hundred feet.
Did
out
Atlas
there.
inform us that it was a magical owl?
He
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, question: if that was a magical owl, do we assume that someone is on the lift and used that to scope out this area before they came down?
Highly plausible. We do that with Reen, so.
Yeah. So, do we want to hide, or do we sit here and say hello when they get to the bottom?
Well, they're going to be on an enclosed space when they get on when the lift lands, so we would have the advantage regardless.
Well, we think. I mean, the lift could come down empty. They could be invisible. We don't know anything. They clearly know magic if that was a magic owl.
Yeah, but we're the Atlads, Darius. We fought all kinds of crazy things.
How do you keep bouncing from fighting things to not fighting things? You two are so confusing.
I just wish you had this mindset in combat.
What? Are you talking to me?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
thinking tactically in combat. I wish
Do
you would
you
do
not
that
remember
more.
the fight we just did and how we got those discs into the friggin' lava?
Yeah, you ran around and did that while we did all the work and killed the guy.
I made him laugh hysterically so that he was distracted. And Felix broke the enchantment.
Yeah, I did. I was intending to
It's,
break the
and not,
disc,
again,
so-
you don't need to explain yourself. I get it. I'm just saying. He's saying I don't do anything when I've done a lot.
I didn't say you don't do anything. I said I wish you thought like that more often.
I do think like that.
More often would be nicer. That's what I was saying. I wasn't hating on you.
I'm sorry, but how is that not hating on me?
I was complimenting you. I said, "Wow, you should be doing that more often."
You need to look up what a backhanded compliment is, my friend.
So, Atlas,
Ben?
what's it like to have a hatch?
Oh. I don't know. I've not really thought about it, but I mean, I could really kind of think about it and see see what it's like? I mean, I have. Hold on a second.
And I'm gonna scan my systems
Mhm.
for my hatch and see what it feels like.
Okay. So as you scan it, you identify an area that you haven't really found before, and you
Ooh,
think if you focus long enough, you
that's
could
interesting.
Maybe
You
long
could-
and hard.
you could release something from the
Atlas
hatch.
is hitting puberty.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm
Atlas,
everyone?
what are you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna try something, and I don't want anyone to be scared.
I feel like you should do this while you're alone.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And you see me like kind of hunker down and like, and then my hatch blows open, and this tiny little Atlas comes zooming out, and it starts like flying around everyone through, and then like kind of hovers right in front of me.
Oh, I know what you are.
And then I zoom them up all the way up into as far as I can, up to towards the lift.
Okay.
And then my systems power down, and my eyes go blue, and then you can see like a blue radiating glow from around me.
Felix, did Atlas just give birth?
I'm not sure. I mean, everything that Atlas does is so far beyond my understanding of what machines can do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So Atlas, as your sentry goes up there, reaches the top pretty much instantaneously. You see, as I uncover it for you.
Wait, did he go all the way up, or did you just go to meet the lift?
Were you going out? You were going out. You said zoom up. Were you going up to the top, or you're going to the lift that's coming down? Sorry.
Well,
I would be going like I would see. I can view it as it goes. Correct?
You have to pick a place to like put it.
Okay. So I probably. Yeah, I would probably go. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm reading.
Yeah. It's just it's a placement like for flavor. We had to fly around, but it is like placement.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. So if we calculate it's only about 2 minutes, I'm gonna do it halfway. I want to catch the lift going by.
Okay. So as it kind of positions itself about halfway up the shaft, kind of just hovers there in place. It just kind of sees this darkness around it, and it sees the lift as it comes down, and it goes past, and there's nothing on the lift.
And then I'm going to unlink.
oh, wow, that was a rush. Woo! There's no one on the lift.
What? What just happened?
Oh, that's my rear hatch sensor sentry. It's an upgrade that had seemingly laid dormant until recently.
So, just to be clear, you have a probe that comes out of your rear hatch.
Yes, I keep my probe back there.
I have a name for that.
Wow,
Sensor
that's
sentry.
amazing. That's going to be really useful.
Absolutely. When
Very
it comes
useful.
back, you're happy to touch it if you'd like.
Nope, you can keep your anal probe all to yourself.
It's called sensor sentry. That's
Yeah, sure.
what was
Yep,
labeled in my
totally.
system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have an anal probe that's similar?
No,
Oh, we'll have to find you one then.
no, I'm good. I'm okay.
It's okay. I am noting it down. Anal probe for Darius.
I need to
I
learn
know
how to
what my
erase
friends
this
need.
memory banks.
So do we think Thoric just set down the lift for us, and we should probably go now so we don't run into the same issue again?
I don't know. Maybe we put that immovable rod thingy on it? No, wait.
But
that
what
was
again?
the-
What's to stop someone from taking it?
Who's left down here?
We don't know.
You can hear the lift getting closer now. Probably about 60, 70 feet away. With the night vision, you start to see, or dark vision, you start to see the bottom of the lift coming down. Mechanics still working, echoing throughout the chamber.
I say we run really quick and go check out the weird mud.
Should we hide in
Hold on,
case
you
there's
wanna
somebody
wait
on
by
here?
You want to wait by the lift here? Make sure it doesn't go anywhere?
I think we should all wait. What if something comes to attack us from the lift? Get in position. Hide.
There's no one on the lift, Dorhan.
No one that you can see, you fool. Didn't we get ambushed before? Everybody hide.
Oh, Dorhan.
I'm already hiding.
Jack is,
Dorhan,
see the
usually
lift come
hiding's
down
not your style.
You're telling us to hide.
The lift's
He
now
just ran in
landed.
behind that rock.
Jack's just standing in place, like,
Same.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna hide.
Dorhan's ready with his greatsword, like poised, holding an action to attack anything that comes within range.
I like walk up, get on the lift, and turn around and be like, "See, Dorhan?
See, Dorhan? You're okay. Come on, buddy.
Electrocuted.
And well, that's it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of
Okay.
standing there, like, and I'm like moving my arms around so you don't see any, like, seeing if I hit into anything invisible.
Yeah.
I'll walk onto the lift with Atlas.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a lift. Look at all the invisible bad people.
Yeah, as soon as you guys both walk in, you feel no collision against anything. It feels like an open space area. Doran's just kind of looking over, still a little bit worriedly, but starts to make his way over.
Okay, well, it's better to be cautious, you know.
And I want to mime touching something.
Ah!
Oh,
He presents
Oh
his
my
sword.
God.
What is it?
oh.
What is it?
I'm just kidding. Dorhan.
Yeah. Brett makes his way on the lift.
Jack and Reed are gonna go and get on it.
Okay, so we're leaving?
No.
All right, well, now that we've signified the lift is clear, who's coming with me to the weird mud? Felix?
Is there a key apparatus down here as well?
There is not.
Oh, okay.
I think it's good that we leave. No, we were given this opportunity to leave.
And who's to say that if we flip the switch and it doesn't go back up? We might want to go up there and see.
What?
Atlas really wants to look at the weird mud.
Well, we need Sanguine, don't we?
They could have dropped the lift and then removed the key. I'm saying that what if it doesn't turn on now?
Wait,
We
don't we
just-
have the key?
No, the key's in the slot up top.
Oh, I thought we
Yeah.
put it in, turned it on, and took the key back
Oh,
out.
the key has to be in for the lift to operate.
Okay, I go flip the switch.
Okay. The lift starts moving up.
Bye, everyone.
I
Flip the switch again.
I'm gonna jump off.
Cha-chink. Removes back down to the bottom.
think we're okay.
We can just use the switch in here. We don't need to use that one.
Yeah.
Remember the one here that makes it goes up and stop and down?
Oh yeah, Jack used that one before.
Yes. Yes. Shall we?
Actually, I did not.
I don't remember. Something's mentally blocking that out.
Regardless, if we're gonna go do this, let's be quick because I don't want to run into an issue where we don't have a lift and we're stuck down here.
Wonderful.
So what's the decision? Where am I? Am I Staying on the
going down
lift?
hall.
Am I
We're
going
to
to
the palace.
sticky mud? Am I going to an ice palace? What is happening?
I'm gonna follow Atlas for now.
As will I.
Come on, Dorhan.
Oh,
You're gonna
my
love the mud.
Hammond.
So weird.
Okay, so you're all proceeding down, making your way towards the base camp area, Thoric's home.
Wait,
Is that what it is?
if we're really that concerned, and Dorhan, why don't you go up, take the key out, and go stay with Jonas? And when we're ready to come back up, we'll use the sending stone to tell you to come get us.
Very well. Give me the sending stone. You're gonna go and be so
We have
stubborn-headed
one.
and go to stupid.
Jonas has the other.
What if he gets
What?
attacked when he gets up there?
He's a friggin' barbarian. He'll be fine.
Give me the stone. Who has this? Give me the sending
if
stone.
I give you the stone, you won't be able to talk to us. Jonas has the other stone already.
Oh.
Yes.
So who has the other stone?
Take the stone.
We do.
Who's we? Wait, like who has it? Who am I speaking to when I use this stone? I don't want to say, hey, Atlas, and Jak has it. Look like an asshole.
And what if we get overwhelmed by the mud? And
Who
then
does
we
have
don't
the other
that
sending
extra
stone?
person?
I don't know. Didn't we give it to frickin' Thoric?
Did we? Why did we do that?
Because I think we forgot that Jonas had the other sending.
Who
I knew that.
has the sending stone?
I don't.
Check your
I did
backpacks.
have one, but I gave it to Jonas, so someone else has
Everyone
it.
check their bags.
Check your backpacks. I know I don't have it.
Well, I have this pretty cool dagger.
I don't think that's gonna work.
That's
I
not a
just I
sending
like
stone.
rummage around my stuff and pull out Dorhan's rotted leg.
Very well.
Ooh, Did you want this back door, hon?
Ugh.
Hold on.
Get rid of
What's
that
that?
thing.
What's that smell?
Oh, that's Dorhan. Well, the part of him that I've been holding.
Everybody
Oh,
roll
you didn't
Constitution
heal- I
saving
thought You
throw.
were supposed to heal that while it was inside of you. How come that
I've
didn't
been
happen?
busy, okay? I just had a robot fly
Yeah,
out of my rear
Is he
pack.
growing an anal probe? Should have fixed his leg.
You do see that it has not healed. It is exactly the same decomposition as it was.
Perfect.
I just gobble it back up.
No, but
Okay.
just go leave it in a corner. It's not working.
Okay, who has the stone? I don't feel like we need to go to some mud. I think it's risky to not have access to this lift that we do now. So I will wait atop for when you return. How about that?
I have a shovel.
Wonderful. I
How,
have
how are we
longest
going to contact
wiring.
you?
Somebody has to have the stone.
I have a small hammer.
I have a robe of Iraqi tatterings.
How far can you message people?
You have an Iraqi robe?
150
I
feet.
do.
Hmm.
And an Iraqi blindfold.
Oh, wow.
Felix, you had it last. Who did you give it to?
Yeah, I thought Felix had it.
I have a map of the mine.
Did you not put it? Did you not record it in your inventory? You did have the other stone.
I have a letter to my father.
Do you have a map of
What else do you have in there?
Wait, no. Doesn't Atlas have it? Because didn't Minakin give him the stone so he could communicate with him?
I
Oh,
don't
wait.
know.
Hey, hold on.
That's
I think it's right here. Oh, no, that's a tent.
Easy mistake to make, Felix. Don't worry about it. Kind of rolls his eyes a little bit.
Oh, okay. No, wait. Here it is. Hello?
Hello? Is that you? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was just trying to find this, but I found my tent instead.
You had a tent the whole
And
time?
you feel that the message doesn't go through because it's once per day usage.
Oh, wait, seriously? Okay.
Okay,
there
give me
goes
the-
that plan.
Give me the stone.
It's not gonna work now.
Oh, wait. No, you need to have the stone.
Yes,
Ah.
but now we have to wait a day before we can reach out to you.
But you can have this,
You don't
Dorhan.
hear from
And
us in the day, that means we're all dead.
I gave Dorhan the tent.
Ah. Very good.
Dorhan
At least I'll
is
feel like I have something.
Well, we have a switch down here. We just flip the switch.
If
and
the
then he'll know
key
what's
is
going.
out, it's not going to do anything. It doesn't send a
Okay.
signal up there and say, hey, someone's trying to use the lift. It just doesn't work.
Then he won't take the key out.
Wait.
We'll just flip the switch. It'll activate. He'll jump on and come down with us.
So you're saying there's no way now to communicate from
Okay,
down
hold on.
here
The-
to up
the-
If
top?
you're right at the top,
Hold on. The
what if
stone of
Atlas
daylight
sends his
that you
bum
gave
bot
me.
up?
The stone of daylight that you gave me. How far does that light go?
Not 600
30
feet.
Okay. Has everyone done?
How far can you throw?
Listen.
At
let's-
this point, we should just
Dorhan?
leave.
Atlas,
Dorhan, just go. Just go, Dorhan.
can other things see your
No.
anal probe?
If you don't hear from us in 24 hours,
No.
we're all dead. Or
No,
we
no,
started
they
a
can't
new
see it.
life here in the mines.
The stone So the stone creates 60 feet of light, Darius. So if you could just throw it 540 feet.
No problem. That's like breezy. You know.
Can I
I'm
make a
my high school
suggestion?
Football team.
Can I make
Yeah.
a suggestion? This
Right.
mine is going nowhere. Can we not secure an up and down to here and communication before we delve deeper? Would that not make the most sense? We seem to be arguing about checking some mud that's been there, apparently, according to Thorak, for a long freaking time.
It's not the mud that I care about. It's what's behind the mud.
Thing. What?
Maybe behind the
What
mud. We
seems
don't know
like
if
the
it's
best,
there.
most interesting thing in here? It's labeled weird. Do you know what that means?
I
Doesn't
think
mean
it-
anything.
I think if it wasn't anything of note, Dorhan, he wouldn't have wrote weird mud on the map. There's clearly some level of significance.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go check out the weird mud. Who's coming with me?
Yeah.
All right, I
I'm
guess
on my way.
Dorhan, just go sit at the top and guard the switch. That's
Felix
the best
or,
way we can do this.
Atlas and Felix are leaving.
Okay. You guys are leaving. You see this owl flying back down to the bottom and just perching on the top of the lift.
Oh my god.
Is this thing friendly or not? Have we decided?
I mean, it just disappeared when Jak tried to touch it. So I don't. It didn't take any hostile action. So I think you're fine. Maybe it can stay down here and let you know. Maybe it's friendly. Who knows? Just go upstairs and sit by the lift. That's all we
Wow.
can do.
If I'm going upstairs, then I'm gonna check in on Jonas and that
That's fine.
because
We'll probably
you can't
be an
signal me
hour or so.
anyway, so I gotta wait for 24 hours to hear from you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got 24 hours down here then. All right.
I think
see
the
you soon.
priority is securing this lift, so that's what I'm gonna do. Is anybody
I-
coming, or are you all going to the funny mud?
I'm already gone.
Okay, Jack, did you leave too?
Jack's gonna look at Dorhan and go, I agree with you on this one, but I need to be a better help, so I'm gonna go with them.
Very well. So Dorhan walks over to the lift, kind of keeping an eye and is kind of sword up and an eye on this owl as he does so. And Jack, as you walk in the hallway, you hear the chunk, the noise of the lift going up.
Right before he departs, he's gonna hand off his greater potion of healing to Dorhan in case he needs it.
Ah, it's okay. I think I'm going somewhere safer than you.
And he just lets you, he doesn't take it, he kind of pushes the hand away.
I appreciate it, though.
Understood. And Jack will then take off with Reen.
All right. So you hear the lift take off, moving up as you walk down the hallway that Felix, Atlas, and Darius are already continuing their way down into the darkness, hopefully towards the area that hopefully hasn't been touched since you last left it. And we will take a 5-minute break there.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back in 5, everybody. I'm going to go pee.
Alrighty.
All right, welcome back after the break. So you guys continuing down the dark, hollowed out hallway, leading towards what you found out was Thoric's home for a couple of years until he was captured. So you all now arrive, minus Dorhan, into the area. You look in, you see that nothing has changed. You guys work your way through the kind of the broken down wood.
You haven't. You were dead.
Oh, Atlas, for the first time you're seeing this room. There's some kind of broken furniture. There's kind of like a campfire in the middle that is not currently lit. Yes, this is the area that Thorak was referring to.
Are there any parts left of Gunner?
No.
Okay. I was hoping like his head or something would be sitting and Atlas would see it.
No. No, he utilized all of Gunner's materials of what he could find to build his armor. All right, what do you guys want to do?
Keep going to the wooden thing.
Ooh, where are we?
On the map, this is called home.
We got all the way home?
We're not home. This is, I'm assuming, where Thoric called home.
Well, since we're here, I want to go take a look at the arcane table again.
Okay.
And I remember, I think you said when I was trying to figure out about helping Atlas replace his scalpel with the dagger, that could be done, but it would take hours. Can I try to do it with the table and do it in less time?
Yeah, so this expedites any type of tinkering time. So if you're trying to work the dagger, probably take about 45 minutes or so.
Okay. So, hey, Atlas, I think with this table, I can affix this dagger to your hand like you wanted. It's gonna take me just under an hour. You can still go look at the weird mud if you want, but I have to borrow your hand.
Oh.
We can wait.
Oh, that'd be incredible. Sure.
And I like ignite, or sorry, extend my hand off and fly it over to him.
Okay.
Atlas, while we're waiting, can I have the flask, please?
Did you give it back?
Yeah, you fucking ate it again.
Yeah, you ate it again.
Yeah, sure.
And I just like
It sounded like Jimmy.
All right, so I'm gonna. So I get Atlas's hand and I'll plunk it on the table. I'll put my arms forward and my armor's gonna detach and fold up to the side and get my tools out, and I'm just gonna get to work.
Okay, so before you hit the first strike, you kind of like examine, how this is going to work, how it's going to meld together, and you see that you're going to have to fully remove the bladed component that's in his hand currently and replace it with this.
Okay.
So knowing that, the damage and effects that the current blade have in there would no longer be there. It would be replaced by the damage and effects of the dagger.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, I'll explain it to Atlas that he's giving up whatever it does now for whatever this dagger does.
What it'll do later.
Yeah.
It's just to clarify for Atlas, so that's your spiritual weapon damage, right? So you're changing your spiritual weapon out to be this blade instead of your current damage.
yeah, I don't know does the blade have, it just says plus, like I don't know what the actual damage is for this blade.
It's a +1 dagger, so it'll do 1d4 +1.
Yeah,
What's my spiritual weapon? Oh,
like 1d8 or something.
oh yeah, okay, 1d8.
Yeah, if you scroll down, it tells you it's a 1d4. And
So
been
it's
damaging.
+1 to attack rolls, as well. It's +1. So plus you'll have the magical effect that it does.
Yeah, just scroll down on the dagger and you'll see it all.
Do I have the dagger still? I thought I.
It should be in your journal still. Once you've had an item, it'll just stay in your journal because you have the knowledge of it. Yeah. So you just have to make a choice if you would like the benefits of that instead of your.
While they're discussing, I want to look around the room for like a mug or some type of cup device.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, just gonna say easy enough around the table that's broken with the broken chairs. There's a couple of kind of wooden sterns there.
Okay. I want to take the cup and I want to start to pour the flask into the cup.
Okay. So as you tilt the flask, nothing comes out.
And I shake it. Do I still hear the water?
You do. You hear sloshing inside. Yeah, nothing's coming out.
Shaking it. And I'm like, come on, give me this stupid water.
Yeah, you hear the sloshing, but nothing's coming out. Jak, you doing anything while they're doing this? Okay.
Jak is just gonna sit by the fire and chill. He's not interested in, or I guess do we know what wall that needs tore down?
It's this back wall.
Yeah, it's wooden. You're gonna have Reen burn it?
Yeah, Jak's gonna go over and Reen just start trying to burn it out.
Okay, so you can spend some time. It's quite well barricaded in comparison to the other area. Going up there, roll an investigation.
Uh, 15 on the die. Investigation is a +3, so 18.
18. Okay. So as you go up and start looking at this, you can see that it was barricaded in a very different way than the barricade you came through to get into this area. Getting into this area was basically like wood kind of slats and a broken wood all built up in a way that was a little bit easier to maneuver, take down, go back, put back up. This is more of a permanent structure that has pieces of wood and rock and even pieces of mud in places, trying to almost fabricate a wall. So it is definitely demolishable, but will definitely take some time. So if you and Reen want to start hacking away at the wood pieces, you can start that.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right.
Felix, so there's no way to, like, combine them with one or the other?
No, I don't think so. You're trading whatever you have now for the effects of this weapon.
Well, I don't really want to get rid of my scalpel. That was my father's. Maybe we save it for now, and I'll hold on to the dagger.
Okay, sure.
So I'm gonna take the dagger back, and I'm just gonna sheath it like into my side satchel.
Okay. All right. Get your dagger in there. Perfect. Okay.
Thank you for trying. Sorry I wasted that time.
Well, it technically wouldn't have taken the whole time if he didn't actually start.
Well, I mean, anytime.
Yeah.
Even asking him to do it.
I'm like sloshing the flask back and forth. I'm like, Felix, I think this is magical. And I take the cork off and just hold it upside down.
Oh, fascinating. Can I have a look?
Yeah, I put the cork back on and hand it to him.
Okay. Yeah, so you see metal flask, kind of dirty, cork on the top, little rope around the top, and it kind of scratches, looks pretty old, but it's nice and shiny underneath. You can see that kind of gold glistening through from the metal underneath.
Well, I mean, if you want to give me a few minutes, I can see if I can ascertain what it is.
Take your time. We got to kill 24 hours, so.
Okay, I'm going to cast Identify as a ritual.
Okay.
I'm gonna start heading down to look toward the. I want to continue down towards the strange mud.
Well, we got to break the barrier down.
Yeah, the top of this, there's a barrier. where Thoric had barricaded himself. Basically, this was his home, and he barricaded both ends. So the top end is what Jak is attacking right now to try and get through, so that you can get to the weird mud.
And sorry, what is it barricaded with?
Basically rocks, wood, mud. Like he's tried to almost make a faux wall, almost like try and fill it in as much as possible. It's a lot more secure than the one you got through to get into this room. Mostly rock and wood.
How thick would you say this rock is?
You won't know until you as you dig and see further through. There's no way to know how deep it goes.
Okay.
Right now, Jak is shoving his dagger in while Reen ignites his dagger so he can try and burn the pieces of wood down as quickly as possible. He's just working away, sweat dripping down. He's just like hack, 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 hack. So that's we're going. Are you doing anything, Mr. Darius?
I'm sitting with Felix.
Okay.
I guess I'll go over and start helping Jak kind of work through stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so Felix is just, he's put on one of his gauntlets from his armor set, but the rest of his armor is still packed up, and the gauntlet just has a kind of violet glow to it as he holds the flask in his other hand and just sweeps the gauntlet back and forth over the item as he's watching it, trying to ascertain what it does.
Okay. So about 10 minutes goes by as Felix is doing this kind of ritual that he has. As you guys are attacking the top wall, you guys are making some headway. It's starting to break through, and you're starting to see just some small gaps. You can almost feel like a cold air start to kind of come through. You're making a headway. It looks like it's about maybe 3 or 4 feet in on how deep this kind of barricade is that Thoric has built.
So if we do we have a kind of an understanding of how long it's going to take to get through it?
So you guess if you both keep going at the pace you're going at, probably about another maybe 5 minutes if you want to kind of make a hole big enough to kind of to crawl through, or maybe about another 10 on top of that if you want to a walkway through.
Okay. So I'll just continue. I'm good with walkway size.
Okay.
Same.
Jak, okay. All right, so your ritual's completed, Felix. You ascertain what the flask is. What's Reen doing? Did you give Reen a command? Oh, he's fighting with you. Never mind.
Yeah, he's trying to burn the wall.
Yeah, I just looked at the tokens
Or
and
she.
move them. There you go.
Okay, so I'm reading it. Does it have charges or anything, or you can just
Nope.
keep doing this?
Just keep doing it.
Okay.
Is it an alchemy jug?
No.
No? Okay.
No, alchemy jug has daily limitations.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. So, do you know what it is?
Yeah, I think I know. And I'm gonna slosh it around and then turn it over. And as I'm turning it, I'm gonna say, "Fountain," and water just starts gushing out of it.
Yeah, you see a flow of water just pouring out of it.
Well, that's cool. Can
Water just keeps pouring.
Does it only do water?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is more water than I thought it was going to be, though.
Pours for a couple of seconds and then slowly just stops.
So five gallons come out.
That is a lot of water.
The ground's all mushy underneath, like it's
Yeah.
melted in with the mud, and the rock is right below.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it's. I determined it was going to be 5 gallons, but on my island we use a different system of measurement. I wasn't sure how much that was.
Well, it was a lot.
Anyway, you could also say stream it. It's only 1 gallon, so 1/5 of what we just did. Felix says as he kind of lifts his feet up and down,
So is it just those two
As you
commands? Is there anything
say
else?
that, you see the water shoot out the top of the of the flask and splash down in front of you.
Ah, whoops. Oh man. Now we created our own weird mud.
That's. What would happen if we poured the water into the weird mud?
I don't know, but anyway, it's your flask, right? Here,
No, it's
have it back.
technically Atlas's, but I'll give it back to him. And I will take it and head back over to where they are now.
Okay.
Oh, nice of you to show up. I was just working on rear hatches off here.
I hand him the hatch, or the flask.
Got a little hatch on your mind?
Ah,
Okay.
You know, man,
Oh,
that
thank you.
hatch.
So Darius,
Is that what it is?
Well, I didn't. Felix did, but
course.
basically, it has two commands, and I'm going to hand him the flask
Mhm.
and let go of it. And I was saying, one is fountain and one is stream. Do not say it because it initiates whatever it is, and it just starts gushing. So stream gives you, I think he said, 1 gallon of water, and then fountain is 5 gallons of water.
Ooh. So, what one shouldn't I say? Fountain or stream?
Oh crap!
so as it says, starts shooting out towards Darius right in the face. You're like, "Ah!" And 6 gallons of water just pour into your face.
Mm.
Yeah, you drown.
Muddy mess on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, technically, that's like waterboarding at that point.
Alice,
Well, I mean, once it started
That's
spraying at
hilarious.
me,
Alice
I
just
would
sprayed
have
Darius
the-
all over the face.
I would have to know how to move out of the way. I wouldn't just sit there and take
No,
6
I know.
gallons of water to the face.
It's funnier to say that though.
What
Wow, Gary.
happened?
Darius, you
Yeah.
took that really well.
Yeah, you know. It's not
So,
the first time.
So as
what's your
Darius,
innuendo? So
Oh, I meant, I meant like I've had water thrown in the face.
Oh, apologies. I just assumed with your love of anal probes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that happens too.
so as you are wiping your face off, you can see now that Jak and Reen and Atlas have made a really good dent into this this barricade. So there's about a 2.5 foot kind of like hole starting into the ground, working its way up right now. So somebody kind of crawling through could get, not crawling on their stomach, but could walk through. Atlas, you could almost just, and Felix could almost just like walk right through without
Also,
obstruction.
like, if we crouch, we can like shimmy through.
You and Jak would have to crouch a little bit, yeah, but the others could get through at this point.
All right, well, I mean, I think we can get through this now. Do you guys want to move forward?
Yes, absolutely. Can't wait to see this weird mud.
All right, well, after you guys.
Feel like
All
that-
right, let's
Yeah.
go.
All right. I'll go first. Or Felix, if you'd like. Oh, okay. All right, bye, Felix.
All right. So as you guys move forward down another completely dark hallway, you see rocks along the side, but you do see it is the structure is secured with like wooden beams along the sides. So you can see that this is definitely something that was structured by the miners, leading its way down. You walk for about 5 or 10 minutes, and as you walk, you start to hear who's leading the way. Who's first in the marching order?
Felix.
Felix.
Okay.
Felix is leading the way, but I think Atlas is probably like right beside me,
Yeah.
right?
Or if not, just like right behind him.
Yeah.
So both of you-
well, as we're walking, Felix is just gonna say, "Atlas, I got a ton of mud over me from the thing. Would you mind just grabbing your jug and squirting it on my feet?"
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure how. Do I use, what word do I use? I don't.
I think stream's the one you want to use.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna.
Hold out the jug.
Yeah.
Or the
Flask.
flask.
You're gonna shake it a little bit.
Okay, this is my first time, so I'm sorry if not much comes out. But I'm gonna aim it at your feet. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
perfect.
You're okay? All right. All right. Hold on.
Oh yeah, no, you have my consent.
Okay, just I want to make sure. I don't want to just start shooting this everywhere and people not be aware of what's okay. Stream.
All right,
Guys.
yeah. So I'm gonna just kick my feet up and try and get them all washed off.
So the water jettisons out and sprays off beautifully the mud that was on your boots, and they are squeaky clean, but yet squishy with your feet inside the wet boots.
Oh,
Okay, well well that's fine. Once we get all that taken care of, I'm gonna put my armor back on.
was that good for you?
Yeah, that was perfect. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Anyone else need my string squirted on them? Oh, ooh.
And I just start shooting the water everywhere.
You see this premature eruption of liquid flying out of the flask from Atlas all over
I'm
the
so
place.
sorry. I'm new to this.
It's just such a pretty cave.
I'm just. Oh.
So Atlas and
Okay.
Felix both roll perception checks, please.
13.
13.
No, 21.
21. Okay. Just moving forward, Atlas, you hear it first. You hear almost like a drip, and then a slow squelching noise, like something moving. Just hear this dripping start, and you come into this area, and you see with your night vision the grading of the ground start to change as you look forwards.
Hey, Felix, do you hear that?
Do you hear it?
Yeah, you now moving closer, you guys hear these kind of drips.
Sounds like dripping and like squelching, like something's moving.
Oh, it's not coming from your flask?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think it's up ahead. Maybe it's the
Huh.
weird mud. Maybe we're close. I wonder if the weird mud moves.
Maybe.
That
Well, let's
would
go
be-
find out, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna continue.
Okay.
Who's
So
in the front?
Felix and Alice.
Yeah.
Are they walking side by side, or is Felix like in front?
There's enough.
I'll say side by side. I moved my character, but we were side by side when we came in the map.
Yeah, there's enough room that they can go side by side.
Okay, I will inspire Felix.
Okay.
So you get a 1d8.
All right. So you guys, Felix and Alice, kind of side by side, moving up forwards. Jak and Darius, you guys are just following suit, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay.
Reading it
like,
into
Looking around, obviously, like scanning from left to right, just seeing if I see anything move or anything.
Okay. As you guys get a little bit closer now, Jak, you do take note that anytime you haven't commanded Reen, she seems to navigate over to Darius. So now that you've called her over, she is with you. Felix and Atlas moving forwards now, you do see the rock that you're used to walking over, that solid rock, now start to move into a mud, which is strange because this mud is sitting at a higher level than what the level of this floor is, and there seems to be in different kind of heights along, not an even straight mud that you're looking at straight ahead.
Okay. Oh, this seems kind of weird.
It does.
It does, but how does it seem weird to you?
I mean, I know it's weird, but why do you think it's weird?
I don't know. I guess you want to keep going?
Sure. I mean, we knew it was gonna be weird, right? Like that was kind of the idea.
He did say that this stuff like hurt him.
Is this hurting you? Anyone?
So far, but we haven't actually approached it. We're not standing in it yet.
Just use caution. And
Can you have
Jack's
Reen like shoot
crossbow's gonna be
fire
ready.
at it?
Atlas could squirt his fountain all over it.
Yeah.
Could
I figured
do
one
that.
way or the other. We either drown it and turn it into like liquid, or we heat it up so all the liquid comes out of it, and then it's just normal mud, dirt.
I'm open to any ideas. If you want me to squirt my stuff all over it, I can do that.
Well, you could send your bumbot to look at it too.
Do you want me to shoot that out while I'm squirting everywhere?
Point of note for Atlas, it does take 10 minutes to cast it.
To cast what?
Your butt bums sentry.
Your anal probe.
First time you found it, it was kind of instant thing, but it is a 10-minute cast.
No. Well, I need to really concentrate to deploy my sentry.
What if he takes like a suppository with that accelerate?
Flush it out with the flask.
yeah. Gee, oh man, that's even better.
Just douche it out of there.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay. So, I guess I'll take a couple steps forward.
Okay. So Atlas, with your passive perception, you can start to see a couple of different areas start to kind of raise up a little bit and then drop down a little bit. Seems to not be in the entire area, just a couple of spots.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna,
Did Atlas just shut down?
No, I'm moving.
I'm gonna.
You're on your own.
I'm going to. All right. So those areas, they look like they're. Are they? Is there any movement there?
So
Those, like, humps?
that's kind of what the movement was. It was almost like a little heap, like the mud kind of like raised and then went down a little bit. You've seen it to the north, east, and west.
Okay. Is there? How far would the closest one be to me?
The closest one would have been to the east. I can't tell exact distance. Maybe 30 to 50 feet, somewhere in there.
Okay. All right. I'm going to deploy my hand. My rocket hand.
Mhm.
And I'm going to give the flask in it. Like, put the flask in it. Uncork the flask, and then I'm gonna send it over to where that bubble is, like the last one that bubbled up, and I'm gonna yell fountain and like kind of aim it towards where that area was bubbled.
I'm gonna say that nothing happens because your mage hand isn't connected to you. The magic that makes that work, you would have to be physically holding it.
Ooh.
But I used my rocket hand.
Your spiritual weapon that isn't real.
Words.
All right.
I guess this, for some reason, doesn't work.
Hang on, bring it back here for a sec. I want to
Wait.
test something.
I have an idea. What if we used our ropes and tied your rocket hand to you while it's out, and then it's still a part of you?
Atlas, can you bring it back here for a sec? I want to try something.
Sure.
Sure. I
Zoom it back over.
Okay.
As I attempt to reconnect.
So I take the flask, and I want to try and like, you know when you like take a hose and you put your thumb over it to like
Yeah.
make it. I want to try and do that with the thing and then say stream, just to see if it like will go further.
Okay.
It's increasing the water pressure.
Yeah, increasing water
Make it go
pressure.
further, yeah. Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that. It comes out. It just takes longer for it to come out.
Okay.
There's like no pressure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a bust. Thought that might have worked.
All right. Well, All right. Can I have my hand back?
I don't have your hand. I just the flask.
Oh, okay. Can I have my flask back?
Yeah, hand it back to him.
All right. Well, I guess I'm
I'm gonna point the flask towards the general direction
Okay.
of the one that's like 30 feet away, and I'm gonna say fountain.
Fountain.
Okay. So you see the water kind of gush out, and it kind of makes its way. It's not like a jet stream that flies across the room, but it kind of comes out onto the floor, and 5 gallons of water just slowly work its way across the floor, and just kind
So
of
does it make
rolls out.
Does it make the mud like thinner?
So it just kind of gets absorbed into the mud. You see it kind of almost just sink in, and you don't see any difference in color, discoloration, or anything to the mud. It's like the mud absorbed the water.
What's the closest one to Jak and Reen?
Closest one, what?
Like the mud looking stuff.
Roll a perception check. Because Atlas hasn't communicated that he's seen these mounds.
23.
Okay, cool. So to your west, basically over here, you see this kind of ripple come up in the east. So you're talking about what, 5, 10, 15, about 60 feet away. And then also one way up to the north again, you see this kind of ripple come up.
Jak's gonna kind of just like look at Reen and give her a little head nod, and then she's gonna walk close to it and she's going to launch a fire attack at it.
What? What do you mean launch a
Or
fire attack?
She's gonna bite it.
She's gonna bite the mud? So she's no, what she can do, but how far? Like position? Move her with your token and tell me where you want her to be.
The ping that you did, I didn't see. So
I did it.
yeah,
I did a ping there.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna walk right up to that ping location and give it a little bite.
All right. As soon as she gets to about kind of 15 feet of where you give her command, you kind of see this ripple move even bigger, and then out of it, you see mud fly everywhere, and this grotesque, almost skull-looking thing comes out with tentacles covered in mud everywhere, and a tentacle comes up out of the ground beneath her and tries to grab her.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's weird.
That's what I was thinking.
This place really lived up to the name.
Okay, 19 to hit. Fareen?
You're hitting her or you're grabbing her?
Well, 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay, so 10 bludgeoning damage,
Nice.
and she's grappled.
I guess this is the first time she's ever taken damage.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Hey.
Yay!
Well, I got 12.
Let me put myself on the board.
He's so
that's
excited. I got
weird.
12. That's amazing.
14 plus 4 plus 1. I am 19. Where am I?
Ugh.
Well, with how much this lived up to its name, I can't wait to see the water palace.
Oh my god.
I agree.
I bet it's
Oh
beautiful.
boy.
I've seen a water temple before. I sure hope it's nothing like that.
No. PTSD.
Okay, so Darius, you're up.
Okay.
The smaller tentacle, you just see it kind of like shoot out of the mud like it was always there. Wrap it around her, both of her legs, the front.
Okay. I'm just trying to think. Okay, I'm actually gonna take. Hold on. Let me look at this here real quick. 60 feet. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a step back. Let me just measure. Perfect. Okay, and then what's the range on this? For the 20. Okay, so I'll just cast it back here. Perfect. I'm going to cast this.
Did Jak only see the one, or does he know that there's 2 other ones as well?
He only seen 2 because there's a rock beside him. He didn't see on the other side of the rock. Fair fire. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. It's wisdom saving, right? 15. All right. Let's see. No bonuses, eh? Oh, great. Okay, so
Perfect.
this
Now we
this
can see
mud beast, you see this glow all around it, and the other one. Oh, God damn it!
Now everybody has advantage.
So you see both of these entities now with this glowing aura almost around it, and yeah, not cool, not
Did
cool,
2 of them
man.
pop out or just one?
So
It's
you
the
see this
tentacle.
large mound, and you see this other tentacle pop up out of the ground. So you're looking at 2 entities right now.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for you, Darius?
I'm gonna say no.
All right,
That
Jak.
will end my turn for now.
Jak, you are up, sir.
Jak is gonna go. Oh man, and he's gonna kind of pull his arm out in front of him, and the crossbow's gonna flare up, and then he's gonna fire off 3 arrows. He's gonna fire 1 off at the tentacle that is holding Reen, and then he's gonna fire 2 off at the big dude.
Okay. Roll attack. Do one on Reen first, I guess, being closest.
The tentacle holding Reen, not on Reen.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
1 second. 27 to hit.
Let me check. Yes.
I rolled a 19.
Just had to verify
that
my
one,
numbers there real quick.
You're good. And that'll be 6 points of piercing damage for the first one.
Okay.
The next 2 attacks are going towards the big guy.
Okay.
That is a 19 and I think that's a 13 out of 18. Hold on.
Okay, both hit.
Okay. And 2, 5, so 8 piercing twice, so 16.
All right, you see Jak hit his mark. One goes out right into the tentacle that's holding Reen. Tentacle kind of flinches a little bit, but still holds its grasp. And the 2 arrows flying into this mud entity. The arrows they hit, and they just kind of, it almost pulls it in, and the arrows you see just sink into the 2 sides of its skull, which you can get a better look at.
Can Reen try to break the prone, or is
Yeah, roll a strength check.
I doubt she's getting out because I just rolled a 2.
Yeah, that'd be a no.
Okay. All right. Well, it'd be a 5 in total, you know.
So that, no, she's still grappled.
All right, then that'll be it for Jak.
Okay. Alice.
All right. I am going to.
Oh, you know what? Roll 3 more die. D20 dies, Jak, to see if you got a critical, because you should have got advantage on those rolls.
Oh yeah, good call.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Otherwise, I would have told you.
Oh
It's kinda
gosh,
my
I just
job.
rolled terribly for all those rolls. I rolled 2
Okay.
5s and an 8. So
All
I'm
good,
just gonna
as long
take
as it's not
that.
20s. Yeah. All right, sorry, Alice, go ahead.
3 20s. Wow.
Amazing.
All right, I'm gonna see if this works.
and I'm going to shoot out the megaphone from out of my back.
Yeah.
And it's going to play very loudly.
I have blown all my spells, so I'm not at my best.
Okay.
So
What's
it's a
in-
DC 14. So how does are you disadvantaged or is that not?
No, it's just when you are doing a
Yeah,
physical
you
attack.
have advantage. It doesn't affect him.
Okay.
So he rolled a 6, so he failed. Sorry, which one were you attacking?
Huh? I
Which
don't
one?
care. All of them. Whatever the big one is.
Big one? Okay. All right, so roll
Yeah.
damage then.
2d8 necrotic. So
Okay, 19.
yeah,
Nice. Wait,
yeah, because the level, like, it goes up with my level, right? So it's actually 3d8 or no, what is it?
oh yeah, because it's damaged. Okay, yeah, that works. It's 19. The 6 is only if it's been damaged and you get that extra damage. So yes,
Oh, okay.
19 total.
Okay, cool.
All right, yeah, you see these vibrations comes in and it hits this mud entity and it starts shaking. You start to see it kind of squirming in pain, making 0 sounds, but you can see that kind of the head of it twisting and turning, hearing those horrible vocal tones. Anything else for you, Atlas?
I think that will be yeah, that's good for me.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me just double check. Just want to check what my. Yeah, that's okay for me. I'm done.
Okay. Felix, you're up.
Oh, sorry. I will just announce that there is a third one in the room.
I think there's another one over this way.
And I'm gonna point that one out from where I'm at.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna hunker down. Sorry, I'm gonna use my movement and hunker behind this rock here.
Okay. So Jack, you can't really see where he's pointing. Darius and Felix, you can see where he's pointing to,
Okay.
which was up here to the north.
Okay.
And
So
sorry,
there's a third? Where's the second?
well, there's the.
The second is the one that I'm
okay.
pinging right now to the north. The third one, Felix, that he pointed at was over here. You're the only one that could see where he was pointing.
Oh, okay.
It's over to the west.
I technically can't. Well, I guess I can. I can see the.
It's all right. I'll make the calls. It's all good.
Oh, I'm just
I am
basing it off what my light says, but.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull out my dagger too in my one hand, the hand that's not my rocket hand.
Okay.
Cool. That's it.
Sounds good. All right, Felix.
Okay, cool. Is Reen still being restrained by this
Yeah, she's grappled, not restrained.
or grappled? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to this one then and run at it, and as I'm running towards it, clap my fist together and swing with my thunder gauntlet.
Alrighty.
Okay, 26 to hit.
That hits
With advantage.
so hard.
Oh yeah, get advantage.
Minimum damage roll though. Yeah. So 6 thunder damage on that hit.
Okay. Yeah, roll and
And
see if you
then,
get a crit.
Oh right, yeah. Oops, that's the wrong button.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
a crit.
First one.
Okay.
Okay. So 6 thunder.
Okay, and then with extra attack, I'll wind up the other fist and take a swing with my left.
Okay.
The advantage. 19 to hit.
Nice. That hits.
Okay, and that'll be 8 thunder damage.
All right. Perfect. So you guys see Felix charge in, kind of slides down, one left, one right, and as the right comes through and collides with this tentacle, goes right through the center, and it just explodes in a flurry of mud, splattering Reen everywhere. It is now deceased.
Wait, what?
There's pieces of rain splattered.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Splattering Reen everywhere. I was like, "What? You killed Reen?"
No, the mud
Over
splattered
Reen.
onto Reen.
Oh,
Onto
Reen just
Reen.
had a bit of an accident. And splattered.
It'll be okay, Reenie. Anything else for you? Movement?
Yeah, I got 5 more feet of movement. I'm gonna move between Reen and the big guy, and just take up, a position. My fists up, and with my bonus action, I'm gonna activate my defensive field, gain 5-10 hit points, and then that you'll see the purple runes on my armor glow as it activates, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, awesome. All right. Sure. You see this mud beast is kind of reeling from the last attack. It moves central here, and you see it kind of flick its tentacles, and you see another tentacle appear over where Felix is, and tries to attack him. 16 to hit.
Hits.
All right.
Cutting words.
6 plus 3. So okay. It's a minus 1d8 now, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't need to roll.
-1.
Yeah.
Oh, it's minus 1.
I
So
have 16.
15.
I have 16 armor class, so
Oh, thank God.
Oh!
any roll. makes that
Yeah.
not hit me.
Okay, fair. So the thing spurts up and tries to grab you immediately. As you just kind of activated your runes, everything kind of lights up. So you see this a split second before it happens. You just dodge out of the way, and whoosh, it almost whips right beside you. The mud entity is going to stay there. Jak, as you're kind of getting ready for your attack, you start to hear this noise, and up behind you, another entity springs up out of the ground and whoosh, flashes to attack.
Lovely.
24.
Uh-oh.
24 hits.
Yeah. So 8 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
It's so weird. They're like everywhere.
5, 10, 15,
I guess that's
20.
why it was called Weird Mud.
25. Okay. And then you see the mud to the north start to ripple and start to kind of shift and change, moving towards you guys. And another one sprouts out, and a tentacle comes up and tries to attack Reen.
You know,
20 damage, 20 attack. Assuming that hits.
Yeah.
So Reen takes 13 bludgeoning damage and is grappled.
Jak, did you take damage when you were grappled?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And that is the Tark's turn. So on to Darius.
All right, get ready, Corey.
Sorry, who?
You. All right, so I am going to look at the one that currently has my fairy fire on it.
Mhm.
I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to be like, there are 10 million particles in the universe that we can observe. Your mama took the ugly ones and put them into one turd, and I will catch vicious mockery.
Oh, I only got that, like, the last part of that.
Oh, vicious mockery. Okay. What's the oh, it doesn't matter.
DC save of 15. A
Failed.
wisdom.
Rolled a 4.
All right, so I get 2d4 damage, I believe.
So disadvantage on next attack.
Yes, you take 7 damage.
7 damage. Nice work.
Thanks.
So this thing again, for some reason, getting bombarded with weird sounds that it doesn't like, just shimmering and vibrating, and its head twitching. Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything else for you, Darius?
No, I'm good.
All right, Jak, you're up.
I'm assuming I need to break free, or can I attack him while I'm...
So you just grappling is you just can't move. You've got no movement right now.
Okay.
You can try to break free as an action. No. You can try to break free with your action, or you can just attack and just not move.
Jak is just gonna kind of turn towards the guy, and he's gonna fire off some shots. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire off some shots right at
Sure.
this dude's face.
The one closest to you?
The one that has me.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna do 3 attacks on him.
Sounds good.
Okay, the first one is a 17 plus 8, so 25.
Okay, just hits.
The second one is a 15 to hit,
That also hits.
and then I rolled a nat 20 for my last one.
All right. Yeah, so roll your 2 damages and then your double die.
The first one is going to be 7 piercing.
Okay.
Second one is going to be 7 piercing. And then the last one is going to be 13 piercing.
Nice. Yeah, so you guys just see Jak just turn around, his gauntlet open up, and just 3 right point blank right into the skull of this mud entity. It just kind of reels back for a second.
As a reaction, I'd like Reen to make my last fire, or my last arrow fire.
What's the range? 30, right?
She just has to be with 30 feet within.
Yeah, of you. Yeah, yeah. She is. Okay. All right, so what fire damage did you roll for that?
6.
All right. All right. So as that last arrow goes in, although the damage was high, you start to see when the fire goes in, it kind of almost sizzles and almost dissipates before it fully enters the mud entity. All right. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Can't really do
I can't
anything
break
else.
free, I guess. So I guess that'll be it.
All right, Atlas, you're up.
All right. I'm going to how many are there right now?
There's 3 big ones, 2 little ones.
Okay. I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. So it's going to radiate around, and basically I'm going to start glowing a yellowish, like wispy glow, and almost like I'm like lifting off my feet a little bit, but not really. I just feel very light. And with that, I'm going to shoot my rocket scalpel hand, and it's going to fly over behind this little one here that's got Reen, I guess.
Okay.
And it's going to take an attack.
Okay.
There it is. Is it advantage?
The one that's marked, the big one that's marked has an advantage. The other one is
I don't
not.
see. It's not really showing on my. I think it's
This one that
There
I'm
we go.
pinging is the one that's
that. Okay.
Fairy
Alright,
fired.
So I was literally behind this rock, so I couldn't see any of that. Okay, so then I'm gonna pop it up behind the big one,
Yep. That makes sense.
and then okay. So it's gonna go there. I'll move my hand there in a second, but I'll just. Nat 20.
Ooh, that does definitely hit for sure.
So, so I always forget to click it. So
Yeah.
I just click the number or click
Rocket
No, the
scalpel.
rocket scalpel.
Okay. Okay, and submit.
Damn.
So 17 is just gonna go in and
Nice.
and just fucking stab the shit out of it.
How's that gonna go again?
You guys see it? Yeah.
I just want to point this out because your crits, you say you want to do double the dice damage.
I know roll 20 doesn't do it like
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't do that. So I don't know
Yeah.
if you just want to take that on yourself or if you want to take what roll 20 does.
Yeah, I mean, whatever
What
we
are you
use.
doing?
If you manually roll dice, let's do that. If you're doing the auto on here, we'll go with that. It could benefit or be negative on either way, right?
Yep.
So we'll just go with whatever way we're rolling and go with that.
Roll 20 does 2 of whatever, like it, if it's so for you, you roll a d8, so it rolls a second d8, and that's your crit damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's just double it.
Yeah. It's a little
does-
different.
It's going by what the rules is written are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as the scalpel goes in, and the hand just keeps moving forwards, and it kind of ripples, and you feel nothing, and the hand comes out, and then mud flies absolutely everywhere, and the one that was holding, the one that was attacking Felix, just dissipates into the mud.
Whoa.
Hell yeah, buddy, good job.
Wow. Go hand.
Anything else for you?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'll move my. Wait.
Can I move it? No, I can't move it, right?
You can move. Yeah, when you first summon, you can move and attack.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move the. Let me just get this on the fucking board here.
In your bonus action.
Well, the bonus action was casting it. Is it? So
I'm
it's
pretty
both?
sure you can, yeah, because you can attack immediately, so it makes sense that you could also move it.
Okay, I'm gonna just move it behind this other bigger one here.
Yep.
Okay, that's it for me. Oh, I'll yeah, I'm just gonna tuck in. Actually, I'm gonna. How many feet do I got here? Yeah, I'm gonna go over this way. Yeah, I'm
Over
just gonna
behind the
move
rock?
over. Yeah,
Okay.
this side here.
Alrighty. Felix, you're up.
Sorry, scratch that. I'm not. I'm gonna stay right beside
Jack.
Jack. Yeah.
Okay. No worries. Mr. Tinkerspark.
Okay. So sorry, there was one that was pointed out to be like over here, right? Did we see him come into play yet? Is that this guy here?
You would assume so.
Okay. When I punch the other one, and I've seen these things like move about and punch them and everything now, do they seem to be actually made out of mud, like inorganic mud, like it's just made out of earth?
No, you can feel like solidity to it. There's something more than just like it's just not just normal mud that's kind of mutated. There's something different.
Like flesh, like something organic. Or
It does
earth?
feel organic to you. Yeah, it's some sort of feels like some sort of melding between that mushy mud and an organic feel.
Okay. Unfortunate. In that case, I'll move around this tentacle and kind of spin around it, weave through it, and come around toe to toe with the head here, and I'm gonna take a swing. Like
Okay.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
12 thunder damage.
Bam. Nice. Okay.
And then I'll wind up with the left and take a swing with that. 24.
Oof.
And another 9 thunder damage.
Nice. Nice. Anything else for you?
Nope, no bonus action this turn, so I'll just hold fast there. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Yeah, see, Felix kind of like it almost does like a little spin low to the ground, and as it comes out, bam, bam, a double hit, and you see the mud just splatter coming off this thing. It looks really hurt. It's starting to writhe in pain. So the one in front of Felix, you see, kind of makes a movement and flicks one of its tentacles, and you see the tentacle appear right beside you. And attacks with a 6.
That does not hit.
Assuming it misses. And in the large one, you see all of its tentacles come up, rear up now, and you see a mouth underneath, and it just tries to grab you. Attack 10. So as it comes off, you
Felix is just ducking and weaving.
All right, the next one. All right, so the one, Jak, beside you, you see it flick its tentacle. And you see one come up right beside you. And it lunges out towards you. With an attack of 6. I'm assuming misses.
No, it is.
Sweet. And the large one just lunges forward and attack 23.
That one does miss.
So you take 7 bludgeoning damage.
He's retrained by Forelock.
You're still grappled.
He's wearing the robes of -4 tatteredness.
Okay. And then the one by Reen is going to attack Reen. 20 to attack. So 9 bludgeoning damage for Reen, and she's grappled.
And you guys just see Reen dissipate.
What?
Get her off the battlefield.
No!
Is she gonna? What? Where? What?
This will be the second time she's died on screen, guys. It'll be okay.
We can't keep losing people!
You'll never emotionally recover.
You really like letting people die, eh, Jak?
Reen had like 30 hit points. She literally
Darius?
got, like,
Yeah, I
2
know.
You're
tapped.
Take me again.
Oh boy.
We can trade places with her.
All right. What you want to do?
Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna turn to Atlas, and I'm gonna be like, "Are you ready this time?"
Ready as always.
You see a little microphone stick out of my shoulder.
So I'm gonna look at the one here,
Mhm.
and again, I am gonna go. There are 10 million particles in the universe that we can observe. Your mama took the ugly ones and put them into one turd. And I will cast Vicious Mockery. So it needs to do a DC 15, which it makes, so nothing.
Yeah, 17.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Shimmies
Yeah.
it off. It's used to your horrible sounds now.
for now.
We'll see.
All right. Anything else for you, Darius?
No.
Okay.
I'm just like, should I cutting words that? But no.
Okay, Jak, you're up.
Jak is going to again launch point blank bolts in this thing's face in hopes
Okay.
that it will release it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm on fire. 2 16s plus 8.
Fountain.
Yeah, those hit.
24, and then I crit it again, so I'll take that.
Yeah, roll your damage.
The first 2 is going to be a 10 piercing,
Okay.
followed by 9 piercing,
Mm-hmm.
followed by 15 piercing.
Okay. All right. So you just unload right into its skull, same spot again, just hammering in, and almost simultaneously, you see this thing explode in mud as well as a tentacle beside it, just combining in this kind of weird mud organic flesh-like stuff that just flies all over the area.
And like Jak, I feel like Jak's kind of like held up a little bit, and then when it dies, he just kind of like falls back down, and he's like, "All right, let's get this last one."
All right, perfect. Anything else for you? Movement or anything?
Nope.
All right, Atlas.
All right. Well, so I only see the one big one right now.
Well, if you come around the corner, you'll see the 2 tentacles as well.
Yeah, but I mean the one big one though. Only one big one?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's only one big one. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna like step forward. I'm just gonna like turn and look to Darius and be like,
I got this.
Yeah, let's see, buddy.
the speaker comes out. And then I just do this really loud.
I'm gonna.
Oh no!
Million particles in the universe that we can observe. Your mama took the ugly ones and put them into one turd.
And I'm gonna blast him at full blast with.
All right. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So roll for damage. He failed.
Okie doke.
Toll the bells. 17. All right, yeah, these vibrations just kind of ripping through the skull. It almost looks like the skull is starting to, the mud kind of starting to come off it now. You can see this fleshy, weird stuff underneath. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna stab the shit out of it.
All right, roll for stabbing shit attack.
Reasonable response.
All right. 20.
That does hit.
Okay. 6 piercing damage.
All right. 37 stabs into the mud thing. 6 damage. It does look pretty hurt. The mud is now almost dissipating off it, and you can see this fleshy, strange creature with just blood oozing out of it. It looks really bad right now.
Okay. Can I shoot it with my water thingy? Rinse it all off.
Yeah, afterwards you can clean off
All
the
right.
dead body.
Cool.
Felix, you're up. Unless you're moving more, Atlas.
I am going to fall back to
Your hidey hole.
Jack. Your Jack.
Okay. All right, Felix, you're up.
Okay. I'm just gonna swing again with my Thunder Gauntlets.
Yeah.
In the mix. 19.
It's
We're dominating these things.
9 Thunder.
how do you want to do this?
Hey,
Hey, yeah. So the as these other tentacles are kind of trying to swing around me, Felix is gonna jump off of the one on his right, and the other one tries to get him. He kind of bounces off and jumps off that one, and kind of springboards forward, and he does like a one punch, like ah,
Nice.
and,
You see
and
him.
just clocks this thing right in the skull.
Awesome. Yeah. As soon as you come down, like your fist almost just carries through and almost makes like a shockwave hole right through its body, and you just fly through the other side, and then this thing just everywhere, and the tentacles just dissolve into the ground. Everybody is now out of combat.
As soon as we like exit combat, you guys see Jak kind of like kneel down and like he's making a petting motion as he's petting Reen, and as he starts it, Reen just like rematerializes. In front of
As
him.
Jack starts to do it, before Felix sees Rain, he's like, "No, Jack, Rain's gone! Rain's gone! Rain's gone! Rain's gone!"
This is how people cope sometimes, Felix. Just let him do his thing.
Rain's
And,
gone!
As he's panicking, Reen is just like right here. She reappears like right as his extending his hand to pet her.
Oh my god! My
Oh,
group
Rain's back!
is-
Reen's back.
Reed's
Oh, bud.
back. Reed's back.
I was a little concerned.
Yeah, she's fine.
So I'm gonna like just kind of walk over to Jack and just like place my hand on him and just be like,
If you ever need to talk about losing Reen, you just let me know, okay?
and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him while
Okay.
I'm touching him.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
So you get where am I? What's my spellcasting modifier?
At least like 32, I'm pretty sure. Looking at your your sheet the other day?
No. 4. So you get 12 points of healing.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
All right.
I'll cast it at second. Like, are you good? Well, I can't really ask you that. I'll cast it at second level, and you'll get another 8 points of healing damage or healing.
I'll say I was 3 points away from being max, so
No, I
appreciate-
can't. Yeah,
Too late now.
appreciate you.
Just
Jack
point of
feels
reference. When you bring Irene back, sorry, you just need to know what's she coming back as.
I forget all my options.
Lightning or fire
Those
is
are
what
the
you
only two.
is what I've created tokens for you so far.
I'm gonna make a token of everything.
Poisony,
Um,
acidy one.
We're hopefully gonna be away from volcanoes, so I'm gonna bring her back in as a lightning.
Yeah, you're probably as
perfect.
far away from any
Lovely.
lava now. Yeah, for sure. Perfect.
We're in a fucking mine. Anyone else feeling under the weather?
Nope.
Nope. Felix? Anything?
No, I feel great.
You looked great, by the way. That whole, like, flying through the air, and, I mean, the mental breakdown after kind of, like, shifted the whole epicness a little bit, but not too much, but you still look like superhero Felix. Really stuck the landing.
I was just a little bit worried that we had lost another person, but it turns out we're all good.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just as a reminder, like if Reen dies,
Oh
I
my
can bring her
god,
back.
is she gonna die again?
I can bring her back if she gets killed. Like it's just like the ability I got one day.
Did you just... Okay, let's not go there again.
And
Jack.
It wasn't during sleeping. It was during a mid-fight where I was getting beat up, and she appeared and saved me. That's what happened.
Oh. Does she have all her past memories, or is this just like a new copy of Reen every time? Like,
No, this is Reen. Like it's just when she just goes to her other realm, and when I summon her, she comes back. She remembers everything.
okay.
Oh, so she remembers that you let her die. Okay.
Can't wait for that twist.
Jack, as you're kind of doing that petting motion to bring Reen back into this mortal plane, when she comes back, you notice that the necklace around the outside is now shattered off, and it's just a crystal in the middle.
There's consequences.
Jack's just gonna take it and pocket it.
I'm gonna shoot my water flask all over the body just to clean it off of mud and see what the hell it is.
So it's most of it's in pieces. These things kind of explode whenever they die, but it just looks like some sort of organic material melded in with mud. You can't really discern exactly what this thing is. You never seen anything like it before.
Okay. I just kneel down.
You put up a great fight, weird mud.
I'm a little disappointed because it seems like it wasn't just mud. It was weird mud and something weird that was organic.
Oh, well maybe that's what made the mud weird, is because it's organic mud.
Well, Thorak really wasn't a scientist to name these things. So I mean, we heard him talk, so I can understand why he came up with weird mud.
Why? What was wrong with the way he talked?
Well, he likely also didn't engage it in combat. He probably just saw that it could move and it was bubbly, and he probably called it weird.
Do you know other people who talk like him who aren't very smart?
Yes.
Does he talk that way? You mean he's not very
Do you know
smart?
other dwarves that talk like him who aren't very smart?
I'm just asking.
So all this mud is kind of dissipated, almost sunken into the ground now. You guys can almost see all of this area is now the rock that you're used to walking on is now protruding up, and everything's kind of seeped away.
All right, guys,
There
we
you
did
go,
it.
guys, I cleaned up.
Let's go see if there's any sanguine.
Oh, I just want to see the weird mud. We're good to go back now, no?
No.
Are you sure you want to discuss this for 25 minutes?
I just start walking. I'm fucking over it.
All right.
What's up with him? He's
I don't
usually
know.
so chatty about what way we're going.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't want to at least ascertain what the organic material was.
Should we hang back and do that?
Maybe we can do it on the way back. I want to see where he's going.
I'm just saying, when you guys ascertain things, it takes a long time. So maybe we can go ascertain some sanguine, and then we can ascertain how to get out of here, and then we can ascertain how to get to Centaurian.
I mean, we don't need to ascertain how to get out. We know how to get out.
Well, there might be another way that we don't know about.
That's fair. We could discover something in the Sanguine area.
What if it's an opening to another whole mine?
That's
Then we
true.
leave.
All right, let's venture forward to our spoils. An empty room.
It's just a note that says no sanguine.
There's a sign in the middle of the
I
room
owe
that
you
says "in
sanguine.
development."
All right, so you guys, continue down this completely black hallway. Who's leading the way? Felix, I'm assuming.
Well, I guess it would technically be me because I stormed off.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'd be at least a few paces behind Darius.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just change some things here.
Like, how would you set this up so Darius dies?
That's right. I wasn't going to put these traps in, but if Darius is...
Well, now that you said that.
You're fucked.
So, yeah, you guys continue walking down, probably about 10 to 12 minutes of kind of walking through, being a little bit more cautious now after this attack. Kind of watching no mud appears. And then the hallway starts to open out into a larger cavern. And you can see where, and Felix, you notice this first, is you can see where the walls are. You can see where there's been active mining. It's been sort of almost unfinished. And it's kind of directed down at one point. And so as you keep walking in this cavern, you can see the end of this cavern and like glittering along the back of the cavern. And you all can now see it as you get a little bit deeper.
Sanguine. Is that a mimic? What is that?
What?
Do I know what sanguine looks like?
You know what kind of the keys have looked like. You've seen the keys, but you haven't seen any actual sanguine.
I want to like run up to it and like inspect it to see if it's the same material.
Okay. So is everybody running up to the sanguine? You see
Yeah.
Darius run too.
As soon as I saw it, I would have run up to it.
Oh,
Okay,
the
so-
DM has notified it as sanguine.
So well, what you're
I
seeing,
would like to go up to it.
what you're seeing as you get closer to the rock, you're seeing this split open in the rock, and you're seeing like this white substance outside, but the rock looks empty. There's just this weird red discoloration to it. But as you guys run forwards, I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw.
You dirty dog.
11.
Also 11.
Con. 15 for Jack.
Oh wait, no, that was your roll.
And Reen rolled
11.
Also 11.
Reen rolled a 14.
21.
Okay. As you guys charge forwards, you hear this wail. This high-pitched scream. And you see to your left this entity come out of a grave to your left. Atlas and Felix, you both immediately come unconscious. And that's where we'll leave it.
You gotta stay like that until next time. You're just at work and just they're like, what's going on? You're like, you had to be there.
God damn it.
The excitement for the sanguine. It got to you. It's so
Yeah.
exciting! Oh. All right. So yeah, we'll wrap it up there. We'll pick it up next week and see what's gonna unfold from this. Those of you that are watching, thanks very much. Appreciate it. We'll see you back here 8 p.m. EST next Tuesday.
Bound by honor, lost in time, the Atlads march towards the line. Oh, oh, ride the storm, sail the tide.